What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. All right, Deb, I got somebody for you here. Hold on. Yeah. I know you'd probably want to see her, so I got her on here. I had to coax her down with a snack here. She's ready for her snack time. Say hi, Deb. Hi, everybody. Hope you're all doing well out there. All right, little girl. Go get your snacky. How's everybody doing today, baby? Sorry I'm a little late. I had to make my egg white shake here. Can everybody hear me okay? Hey, Jesse, how are you? Hey, Kevin, Izzy. I think I seen Kristen say something about, she says, what's up, crew? Just got my 100 milligram Sublocade shot today. Damn, that's twinners. I got my 100 shot today too. Feeling good, still at work, and I'll try. What did she say? I'll try to listen to the replay. All right, Kristen. Yeah, let us know how you're doing, and don't forget to. That reminds me, guys. So if you guys haven't yet seen the video I made, I think I posted it like 3 or 4 days ago, where everybody who has experience with the Sublocade shot, please go like that video. I need to get as many likes on that video as I can, because that's going to be a way for people to find that video in the future. And then also, don't forget to, I've had a lot of you guys leave your Sublocade experience on that video. So there's, I made that post. I was like, nobody's posting on my Sublocade video, like share your experience. And then I didn't notice that there's like a section on YouTube, if you restrict the comments, like it hides them from you. So for the first few days, I was like, what the heck? Nobody's sharing their experience. And then I found the section, and there was a whole bunch of people that had commented. So thank you guys that did go on there and share your experience. I've seen a lot of people were mentioning, like they typed out some really long, thoughtful stuff, like things that, you know, you were wanting to know before you got on Sublocade. Like that's kind of what that whole video is for. It's just going to be a place where somebody can go and read many people's experience on Sublocade. That way you don't have to do what I did and had to search through YouTube for 4 or 5 months and try to read everybody's, you know, separate comments and all that. I just want all that in one spot. That'll help a lot of people going forward. So if you guys got, you know, if it was nice of you guys to see me sharing my stuff, this is your turn to kind of help other people going forward, to go leave your experience, whether it's good or bad. I don't want this channel to be just me praising Sublocade. You know, I want it to be a legit, everybody share their real experience, whether it's good or bad. That's really what I want it to boil down to. Just be as real as you can. If you haven't made your comment on that video yet, don't forget to put what dose of Suboxone you were on and what dose of Sublocade that you went to and how that transition was. Was it too strong? Was it not strong enough to where you had to supplement for the first month? There is somebody that I've recently talked to that took a 100 milligram shot, and he was finding that it wasn't enough. And he was at like 6 milligrams, so he felt like he had to supplement a little bit. So some people might have to supplement here and there for the first month, but I feel like a lot of people are going to be okay from day one. So hopefully, if you got the shot dose right, as far as like where you're at on Suboxone going to Sublocade, most of you should be okay. But if you have to supplement because you're experiencing withdrawals, then don't guilt yourself for that, guys. That's not something you should be doing. So let me adjust this camera level here. Kind of have a lot to go over here today with you guys. Today's just going to be me, so put any comments or questions you have for me in there, and I'll do my best to respond to every one of you. Let me catch my breath. I'm a little nervous for some reason today. What do you guys think of the beard? Does this look good on me or no? Is it too scraggly looking? I thought about keep growing it out for like another month or two. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way in here, baby. That also helps the channel grow. Oh, wow. You guys are already going off in the comments. Looks like we've already got 12 people in here. Shout out to you if you're some of the early folks. Rachel got in here early today. That's nice to see. We got Deb. We have Zach in here. Who else we got in here, baby? Deb says egg whites and peanut butter and banana. Oh, and chocolate syrup. Yeah, so this one is just half milk, half egg whites, and then some sugar-free chocolate syrup. Freaking love this drink. It tastes just like regular chocolate milk, you know, and there's no sugar in there other than a little bit that's in the milk. But I'm getting a lot of quality protein right here. And you guys that don't know much about diet and fitness, I know a lot of women in my past have thought that protein is only for like guys who want to be buff, but protein is actually very healthy, even for just staying in shape, right? Like if you're a woman and you're wanting to stay in better shape and you're worried about taking protein, egg whites is just going to make you buff like a guy. That's not how it works. Like that's very clean, healthy protein. So sorry, that was like way off topic here. All people should have good, lean, quality proteins, whether you're a man or a woman. Egg whites are so slimy. I think I would vomit. No, you won't. You would think that you would, Deb, but you can't even. I guarantee you, if you were to drink this right now, you would have no clue there was egg whites in here. But I know, like when you're looking at them, like when you break an egg, it's like, oh. But when you mix it in here, it tastes and it feels in your mouth exactly like normal chocolate milk. That's why I like it so much. Let's see here. They come in powder form too. I've been thinking about trying them. Yeah, I've never tried the powder. I've never tried the powdered egg whites. No egg whites for me, Zach says. Kristen B. So Kristen B just got her first, or wait, I don't think that's her, or wait, Kristen, you've been on Sublocade before, so I think you went down from 300 to 100 milligrams. Is that right, Kristen? Yeah, I did. It was funny because I had no idea Kristen was on Sublocade until I think last week is when I pieced that together. How many milligrams of subs were you on before your shot? Oh, that's what Deb is asking Kristen that. I'm going to read that part. Can you guys hear me okay? Does that sound right? The volume sound right? Side note, I just bought this Bluetooth headset or microphone, but I tried to use it on StreamYard, and it's not compatible with it. So I was like, oh, dude, come on. So if you guys see me using this in my recorded videos, that's what it is. It's a microphone. I totally got to apologize to you guys. You guys know I'm always either stuffy or sniffly. When I had this on last week with the doctor, the microphone is right there. So every time I would sniff, it was like me sniffing right in your ear. And I was like, oh, I felt so bad. I felt like a jackass when I listened to that. Like it ruined some parts for me. Cause once I hear stuff like that, that's all my brain can focus on. It's like, that sniff, man. So sorry if that drove you guys nuts. Maybe you guys didn't even notice it, but I sure noticed it. And I'm sorry. I was trying to disguise my sniffs as when he was talking, but since the microphone is so close to my nose, it's like sniffing right in your ear. I was like, oh man. So my apologies, guys. That was annoying. Let's see here. Okay, so Nikki says, oh, Lo-Fi, hopefully I say your name right. Says, hello, everyone. Nikki says, I'm 3 weeks in on my 300 shot. I jumped to 300 milligrams from 24 milligrams, and I still didn't take any Suboxone. I still feel good. Good job, Nikki. That's awesome. Some people have said that when they went from 24 milligrams to the 300 shot, some people have needed to supplement, but that's a strong dose. So it's good to know that you're doing good. Please let me know how the last week goes. You should still be okay, because that 300 shot's huge. And even after 45 days, you still have half of the 300 shot in you. So you'll still have 150 milligrams in you even after 45 days. So don't let the thing about 30 days, some people get freaked out by that. They think that the shot is gone in 30 days, and it's not even halfway gone in 30 days. So just think about that going forward, guys. Let's see here. Equal parts Mark and Guy Fisher. Welcome to the channel. Says, not on subs, but on 55 milligrams of methadone right now. Doing very well so far and clean for 5 months. Hey, congratulations on that. That's awesome. Are you feeling pretty normal on 55 milligrams of methadone? That's awesome to have somebody on methadone on the channel. We don't have a lot of people that have been on methadone be on this channel, so welcome. Is it just me, or is the connection spotty tonight? Is the stream spotty to you guys? Let me know if something's wrong with the stream. Jesse says, do you feel different or kind of high the day of the shot? Jesse, hang tight for a minute, and I'm going to go over how I'm feeling right now because I got my shot 3 hours ago. Deb says she likes the beard. Okay, Rachel says the stream's better now. Okay. So, real quick, out of curiosity, when you went on heroin or fentanyl before, or pills? I never tried heroin or fentanyl. I was on up to 150 milligrams of Roxy's each day, or Oxys, for a while, but haven't done a deep dive into your channel yet. So I've been sober from painkillers since 2017 with the help of Suboxone. That's the only way I could find my way out of active addiction. I don't have any experience with methadone. Have you tried Suboxone? I'm curious what your thoughts on as far as how methadone compares to Suboxone. It's awesome to have some new people on the channel. Side note, guys, it looks like we're getting really close to 2,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this right now and you notice that you're not subscribed, help us out and hit that subscribe button so we can get to 2,000. I know we're like a day or two away. So if you're watching this on the replay, I want to know who's my 2,000 subscribers. So when you're watching this on the replay, it's probably when we'll hit that 2,000 mark. If you're the person that hit that 2,000 subscriber mark, let me know in the comments. That's awesome. Let's see here. Meg Tran 2000 says, I've been on Suboxone for 13 years. I was on 300 milligrams of morphine for 20 years before that. Now I eat weed and pain now I eat weed for pain now. Oh, okay. So New Jersey doctors are very open-minded. That's cool. So Suboxone, 20 years of morphine. Whew. You got me beat right there. I don't meet many people that have me beat. I have 15 years on Roxy's or Oxys. Glad you're still around, and glad you found that weed works for you. That's awesome. And whenever I try weed, I get very paranoid. So it's definitely not my kind of time. Thank you, Rachel. Why would you get a shot instead of sublingual films or tablets? Oh, that's a deep question right there. You would have to watch a lot of my channel to kind of understand that, but I'll just touch on that really quick because when you're taking Suboxone every day, it has to be on your mind. For me, I took Suboxone twice a day, and from the minute I woke up, the first thing that was always on my mind was my Suboxone dose. And then all day long, I was like, when's my next dose? When's my next dose? And so you have to think about Suboxone all day long. At least I did. And when you get on the shot, I literally have to go to my doctor once a month, and I don't have to think about dosing all day long. That's the main thing of it. And you don't feel the spikes and the drop-offs every day like you do when you're on Suboxone. You just feel normal. You feel normal all day and all night. You really, taking the shot helps you forget that you're an addict. So when the time comes that the medication wears out, you're not like psychologically attached to putting something under your tongue every day. So it starts preparing you for when the time comes to let the shot wear out. Hopefully that makes sense. My doctor helped me supplement with more Suboxone when I first got on it. Yeah, some people's doctors are willing to help supplement. Some people's doctors just cut you right off because they, you know, depending on how confident they are in the dose that they got you. Some people just say, some doctors are just like, no, you don't need it anymore. My doctor didn't prescribe me anything after I got my shot. Equal Part says, yeah, I feel pretty normal. Unfortunately, subs didn't work for me, even though I tried subs first. Oh, that sucks, man. I had to jump down to 55 milligrams from 60 milligrams, though, because I was napping too much. Laugh out loud. So it's pretty strong then, huh? Do you take all 55 milligrams at once? What was it that about Suboxone that wasn't working for you? I'm curious. Subs might not have worked for me because my heroin and fentanyl addiction was extreme. I was a dumpster fire. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, some people have insanely high tolerance if you're coming from injectable stuff. So I could see why. And I always kind of tell people, like, if you're in the injectable lifestyle, like hardcore opiates, kind of your first step down would probably be methadone, right? And then I would think below that would be Suboxone, and then probably even below that would be the Sublocade shot. That's just how I look at it. Not everybody might not agree with how I look at it, and that's okay. He says, God damn, dude, 15 years on Roxy's is wild. Yeah, and they're very expensive. I mean, I was spending over $3,000 a month on that habit. Outrageous thinking back on that. I guess I was lucky enough to not ever get like fake drugs, like what's going out there in the streets now. Like there's a lot of fake oxys and roxys going on that are laced with fentanyl and heroin. That is so scary to me. Like I said it before on the channel, it's a scary time to be an opiate addict right now with all the fake stuff going on. So if that's you and you're watching this and you're buying fake drugs off the street, please get help. Go to a methadone or a Suboxone clinic, and it will save your life. Let's see here. Most clinics seem awful. Equal parts. Do you have to go into the clinic every day to get your methadone, or do you get take homes? Jesse asks, is this your last shot now? No, this is not my last shot yet. Let's see here. Megatron's or Megtran. Sorry, I'm probably not saying your name right. It says, I only take one. I forgot to take it and don't even notice. If I forget it 2 days, then I'm bad. Yeah, see, for me, I was like obsessed with Suboxone. Like all day long, I was like, oh, am I withdrawing? Oh, like I need my Suboxone. Oh, I have to take my Suboxone at this time. I have to take it if I'm going to have sex that night, then I need to make sure I take my Suboxone earlier in the day so I'm not numbed out for sex tonight. Like it was like a juggling act is how I felt about Suboxone all the years that I was on it. I mean, I won't ever say, I always say on the channel that Suboxone saved my life 100%. There's no doubt about that. It definitely got me off of opiates. But you know, after time goes on and you've been on Suboxone for many years and you've tried to taper off, it can get frustrating at that point, because I've been on Suboxone for 5 years trying to taper off the whole time. What's up, Brandon's Recovery? How are you, buddy? Same here, Rachel says. Yeah, I take it all at once. Subs didn't do anything for the cravings, unfortunately, but I do believe Suboxone is a wonder drug. Yeah, it sounds... maybe you could taper down. There's a guy right now, I don't remember you probably would know who he is. He has a smaller YouTube channel, some kind of like prison talk or something. He recently switched from methadone to Suboxone. So maybe in time you can keep tapering down your methadone, and then when you get to a lower dose, then you can transfer over to Suboxone. That's probably what I would, unless you have something else in mind. That's probably where I would go with it. Or you could also try the Sublocade shot if you're ready to stop daily dosing yourself. I have take homes, but I just got take homes recently. I'm in California, so take home policy can be pretty strict depending on where you're at. I gotcha. I bet that was a pain in the butt to have to go to the clinic every day. Oh, that would be sucky. Thank you, Deb, for getting that bot. Meg Tran says, Suboxone saved my life. Yeah, almost everybody on this channel will say the same. Suboxone there's no question about it. So Suboxone saves lives for sure. The prison guy's name is Bobby McGee. I don't think that's the channel I'm talking about, Deb, but I think there's a couple prison channels that talk about like methadone. Yeah, Luke GTV, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, I've actually been thinking about doing a collaboration video with him. I've been watching some of his videos. I left a comment on a couple of his videos when he was worried about going from methadone to Suboxone as far as like the withdrawal. I told him, I was like, dude, you could probably use Kratom to bridge that gap. And he said that's what he did. So have you seen that channel, Deb, Luke GTV? Yeah, he seems like a cool dude. All right, let me jump into some stuff here today. We're already 21 minutes in here. So real quick, guys, just a few things. The disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. Nothing on my channel is medical advice. If you're struggling with addiction issues, please seek out your own medical doctor. I really got to take a pause here and just shout out to all these people. Last week has been by far the most support I've received as far as like donations or super chats. It's been really kind of an emotional week for me. You know, it's and you guys that don't know, so I pushed my last Sublocade shot out 5 weeks instead of the normal 4 weeks because I'm kind of trying to do some testing. I'm trying to do things different. So I didn't go in for my normal 4-week shot. But I noticed that my emotions were heightened quite a bit going from week 4 to 5. So what that tells me is my dose is getting lower because I cried a few times this week. But it really like warms my heart to see you guys like sending me love with the super chat or the super stickers on the replay crew. We had a huge amount of support from you guys last week and over the week as well. So I want to take a minute here to mention everybody that donated or put some support in the super chat or the super sticker. So we'll start things off with the super chat on last week's live stream. We had Marky Rizzo, Kristen B, Mikey, Mama Deb, Robin, and Kingdom Within. Shout out to all you guys coming through last week's Wednesday live stream. You guys all put a super chat to help out your boy, show me some love. I got to really thank you guys for doing that. Next up here, I got to send a super duper shout out. Thanks. I love you, man. This was extremely like, I'd never seen anything like this before, guys. So Kevin C, shout out to Kevin C if you're in here right now. He should actually be a moderator on the channel now. If you see him, he was supposed to be here today, but Kevin C had sent like a paragraph message to his whole family saying how I'm trying to keep my shit together here because it's really special how he did this. He basically just said like, hey, this guy has a recovery podcast on YouTube and he had me on his channel and we spoke for a few hours. And then Kevin also is doing some local stuff with, he said he's getting with a state attorney and a senator. And he's working with them as far as like the opioid crisis in Maryland. So shout out to Kevin for doing that in his local community. But he sent my Venmo address out to his whole family, and I got a lot of donations from his family. So I'm just going to name them all off. So Kevin C, shout out to you, brother, for that awesome donation you sent of $100. Stacy, Emma, Caitlin, Gregory, Gina, Rich, and Rosemary. That's his parents' name. I don't even know how to say it. Like, thank you, guys. Kevin C and his whole family sent me a donation, and that was just amazing for you guys to do that. So there's really no words to say about, like, that's powerful stuff, man. So I really got to thank you for doing that. And for, if you guys haven't seen the live stream that Kevin and I did about, gosh, it's now been almost a month now. It was like 2 or 3 episodes ago, and it's one of my favorite episodes of all time, guys. So if you haven't seen that yet, go back and watch the episode with me and Kevin, okay? It was about Sublocade mostly, and Suboxone as well. Hey, speaking of super chats, my boy Marky Rizzo just came through with a $4.99 super chat. He says, egg whites, baby. All good, brother. Marky has also been setting me up with having another guest on to speak about iboga and maybe some other things as well. So, Marky, thank you for setting me up with that, and I look forward to having your friend on the show. And also thanks to Marky Rizzo for coming on the show about, I think that was about a month ago now. Gosh, time goes so freaking fast, these guys. If any of you are interested in ibogaine or iboga, go see the stream that I did with him about a month ago. Okay, it was you'll see it right there. If you just go through my past videos, go through the live streams, you'll see it. You'll see it's labeled right there. I think it was like episode 21, maybe, if I recall. So shout out to you, Marky Rizzo, for that super chat right there, brother. It's flashing on my screen right now. It's like boop, boop, boop. Shout out to you, man. Thank you. And thanks for all the comments over the years, dude. You've always been here supporting me in the comment section as well. So I appreciate that. And then also for coming on the channel with me as well. This is to the replay crew. We had a very generous donation from Anthony C last week on the replay crew. Side note, Anthony, I hope you're doing well. I know you just recently got on your Sublocade shot and there's been a little bit of an issue, but hang in tight, dude. You're going to get nailed in. They'll get you all figured out here soon, brother. So some people, just side note, guys, not everybody is going to have such a painless, simple transition as I had. So if that's you and you're finding, and what I mean by that is some people are needing to supplement a little bit for their first shot. And if that's you, don't guilt yourself for doing that. You know what I mean? I guilted myself because I took Sublocade, or I took Suboxone after I got my first shot 3 times that first month. And I didn't do it because I was in withdrawal. I did it because I had my stash of medication and I had that little devil on my shoulder saying, hey, what would it be like to try Suboxone while you're on Sublocade? So if that's you and you're doing that and you have a stash of Suboxone and you know deep down you don't need it because you're on Sublocade and you're not having withdrawal, then get rid of your medication, guys, like I did, okay? Some people are having withdrawal, like small withdrawal issues. I think Anthony said he was having like some restless leg type stuff happening. So yeah, guys, it's not going to be as perfectly smooth of a transition for everybody. And I want to be open and clear about that. I don't want, as I've said before, I don't want to make this Sublocade journey just seem like everybody's going to be perfectly smooth on it. I want people to share if they have struggles, if they don't, you know, I want to hear the good and the bad so everybody can get a realistic idea of how Sublocade might go for them. But hang in there, dude. I know once you get your second shot, you're going to be nailed in. I think they started him out on the 100 milligram shot, and he was up at around, I want to say it was like 6 milligrams. So in my opinion, he should have started at least 150, or even maybe the 300 shot would have, that if he would have took the 300 shot for his first shot, that would have oversaturated his receptors. So he would have not even thought about taking any oral. So, but they'll get him figured out for the second dose. And I'm excited to hear his improvements once he does that. But thank you, Anthony, for the generous $50 super sticker on the replay crew. So also I want to thank Jerry Foran for the super sticker, and Mark Brown. Okay, that was on the replay crew. I know David is trying to work on a Venmo to me right now, so shout out to you, David. Just a quick side note, David had attempted to send me a Venmo to my let's see, what's my email address? Kickinaddiction Kevin@gmail.com. That's not the same email for my Venmo account. If you go in the description, if you feel like you would like to make a Venmo donation, you can go in the description box of my channel here, and there's a direct link that all you have to do is click on that link, and then you can do a Venmo donation that way. So hopefully you can get that figured out, David. Let me know if there's any other questions about that. But yeah, guys, overwhelming support from you guys. You know, it's very interesting to go from making videos for 4 years straight and never seeing a penny from doing that. And I never had anticipated that I could even get any type of support on a channel like this. You know, like I wouldn't think that they would even allow it. But you guys, you know, I don't make any money on this channel as far as like getting like ad revenue. It's literally like $20 a month that YouTube pays me. Any support I get really comes from you guys and your generous donations. So I don't want you guys to ever feel like you have to send super chats or super stickers, but just know that I am wanting to put that money that you guys donate to making more and better content for you guys. I've already been looking into a dual computer setup because I would like to do reaction videos, and I can't do that from my iPhone. And also I've been looking at doing upgrading the StreamYard here, but it's $450 for the year. What that would do is that would allow me to put out high def videos, because right now it's only it'll only let me stream in 720 right now. So I'm trying to decide if I would rather take that money and put it towards upgrading the live stream quality, or if I should try to work on getting 2 computers so I can do reaction videos. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. Wow. So yeah. So like I said, guys, it's just been amazing because I'm feeling the love that you guys are sending through your financial support. So thank you for each and every one of you. That really means a lot to me. So you guys are awesome, and you put a huge ass smile on my face. What else do I got here for you guys? Okay, so a couple more things, and I'll get back to the comments. Go ahead and fire off the. Oh, Deb says, I'm going to do Cash App instead of Super Chats because YouTube takes 30% of Super Chats, I heard. Deb, they actually take 40% of Super Chats. So, yeah, she just reminded me, I have a Cash App link. Also, if you feel like you would like to donate, you could do it through either Venmo or Cash App. The links are right in the description, and it sends me an instant notification if you get either of those. Yeah, it got... Damn, grabblers. Yeah, YouTube really, if you send a super sticker or super chat, just know YouTube automatically takes 40% of that. But I still really appreciate it. Not everybody has a Venmo or a Cash App, but that's the best way to get the most of your donation to me if you do it that way. And trust me, I will thank you for it on the stream. As you see, I take very good notes of because it means a lot to me that you guys do that. So I will be sure and thank each and every one of you if you feel so inclined to do that. Okay, guys? It is highly appreciated. So I'm not sure what you guys have been thinking about my videos lately, because as you know, I've been trying some different things, right? You guys have seen like the videos about tattoos. And side note, I wanted to say, I hope I didn't offend anybody, and I hope I never offend anybody with videos like about the tattoo regrets. I'm really just sharing my experience. If there's any off-topic videos that I make going forward, I really hope that I don't offend anybody. And it can be super hard to make videos out of the normal like that and not offend anybody. You know what I mean? So I just hope that I don't ever offend anybody. And if I do, I'm sorry. I don't know you personally, so I'm not talking to you directly. I'm just sharing my experiences and my opinions on certain things, guys. So please don't ever take any offense to any of my videos. I have a bunch of different videos coming out soon. There's going to be one talking about toxic relationships and addictions. I'm going to share a video showing you guys my 110-pound transformation. I went from 130 pounds to 240 pounds, guys. You guys only know the buff version of me, right? But before this buff version of me, there was a scrawny little 130-pound version of me. So I'm going to show you guys a picture, show you that my transformation through pictures. That video is coming soon. If any of you guys out there need any physical fitness or diet or gym routine or anything physical fitness related, and if you want to build a solid game plan of how you can transform your life like I did, you can click in the description box. There's a link to clarity.fm. I'm available 7 days a week to talk to you guys. It's dirt cheap to do that. Okay. So I'd be happy to get with you guys and put together a plan if you guys would like to do a transformation like I did. But wait till you guys see this video, guys. Think about that. A 6'1", I was 130 pounds. I bulked to 240 pounds, guys. I put on 110 pounds of lean body mass on my frame. Now, I'm not 240 right now. And I'm not saying that was all natural because I would never say that. But right now I'm only 215. So I'm not the 240 that I used performance enhancing drugs to get to. But I think you guys are going to like that video when it comes out. So keep an eye open for that video. It's coming soon. I've got some toxic relationship videos coming out soon. I think Wednesdays we're always going to be talking about Suboxone addiction, Sublocade, stuff like that. I think that's pretty much all I had as far as stuff I had to go over with you guys. Let me look at the comments and then we'll get back to my Sublocade experience, okay? Let me dip back. I'm going to read back up in the comments here. Okay. So if you guys have any questions about anything at all, this is the video to drop them in, guys, because I'm all yours today. No guests today. Deb says, we call that the egg white fund so Kev can buy more. Yes, yes. All donations will be considered the egg white fund, the egg white crew. One of the guys last week, he said, you can buy some coffee. I'm like, how about some egg whites? my fridge is stocked with egg whites, you guys. I seriously drink this stuff a lot. Speaking of that, I need to drink this more. Deb, Zach, how are you guys doing with your taper? I know you guys are, did you get stable down to the 1/4 milligram yet? I'm asking both of you separately. Are you feeling good at the dose you're at, Deb? Zach? I don't know if you're still listening, Zach. Oh, Zach says, sorry, I was on the phone. I hope I didn't miss much. Equal Part says, yeah, definitely do it. He interviewed me recently on the second to last interview. Oh, cool. I'll have to go watch that. All right. What other comments did I miss here? I'm reading your comments on this phone, guys. I'm not looking away from you. If you're new to the stream, I'm always looking down at this phone. Let's see here. Tommy says, thank you, Mark. So excited for ibogaine. I can't wait. I'm doing it. Yeah, there's been quite a few people. Oh, Tommy, I remember seeing your comment the other day on that on Mark's video. I was commenting on how jacked you look in your picture. Are you a bodybuilder, Tommy? What's your height and weight? You look like you're, I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say you look like you're about my size. Marky Rizzo is the man. Yes, he is. He's an awesome guy. He's been supporting my channel for so long, guys, in the comments and stuff. Like, some of these people have been with me for 4 freaking years. Make Tran says, I love Kratom. Grounded Extracts is in here. What's up? I've been meaning to chat with you about having you on the show here soon, too. Marky Rizzo is trying to set that up. I have to take so much, but it's worth it. How is that worth it? Meg Tran, why not get on like a low dose of Suboxone? That's the thing about Kratom, is that I find a lot of people they have to take so much of it to get use out of it, right? And the way that it tastes and just how much money you can end up spending on Kratom. Have you had your liver numbers checked? If you're taking that much Kratom, guys, it can really elevate your liver counts. So please be careful and keep an eye on that, because You know how they say don't take like a whole bunch of ibuprofen? It's kind of the same thing with kratom. It's like, it's not good for your liver to be scooping kratom down your throat all day. And I don't mean to scare you, but just be careful with that. Deb says RLS sucks. Take a tiny piece of sub and in an hour you'll be back okay and sleep. That's what was weird, Deb. That's why I told him too. I said, just take a little bit of Suboxone before you go to sleep if you're getting RLS. But he's like, I don't get it when I'm asleep. I get it when I wake up. I'm like, what? That doesn't sound right. So I guess he gets like aching in his knees and his legs when he's awake. I'm like, that sounds weird. I only ever got RLS when I was trying to sleep. If I was up and moving around, I could never feel that. So I guess, I don't know, maybe not everybody's the same with that. Let's see here. Yeah, Deb, I added the links to the Venmo and the Cash App there in the description of all of these videos. So if that works, yeah, if you want to do Cash App, that would help me out even more at the end of the day, because YouTube, man, that's a ripoff that they take so much, right? Don't you guys think? Why would they take 40%? I kind of think it might even be more than that, honestly. I know it's at least 40%. It's like, YouTube is already making so much money off of the what's it called, the ad revenue. YouTube is making a ton off of that. Deb says she downloaded Cash App and it was easy. Yeah, it's super easy, and a lot of people use Cash App these days, you guys, and also Venmo. If you, I know David was like, I've never used Venmo. I'm like, dude, everybody uses Venmo. So if you guys end up just getting Cash App or Venmo just to send me a donation, like, shout out to you. That's badass to do that. But also, you will use it in the future. There's a lot of people that use those apps now. Lo-Fi says, I enjoyed the tattoo video. You did? Yeah, I kind of felt like I might have kind of bugged some people with that video. And after I rewatched it, I was like, oh, I hope I don't piss anybody off with that video. Because I'm being really like vague in general. And it could sound like I'm saying, no, every person's going to regret their tattoo. That's not what I meant by that video. I just meant, going off of my experience, if I could go back, I would not have these tattoos. How can you not offend anybody? People are offended before they get here. Damn. You're right. It is easy to offend people. But if you guys have watched me on this channel, you know me, and I would never intentionally try to, like, I don't even let people be rude to other people in my comment section. I'm very protective over my crew here, right? So like, if on the replay crew, if someone's like talking crap in the comments, like, I won't put up with that for a second. So we have like a very respectful group of people here. And shout out to Deb for making sure that it stays that way in the live chat. I really appreciate you, Deb. Where was I going with that? Yeah, I'm just saying, like, most of the time, like, everybody's respectful, but occasionally I'll get somebody say something about steroids, like trying to kind of put me down that way. I'm like, that ain't gonna faze me, son. Yes, I've taken steroids, sir. Wait till you see the video that's coming out when it shows when I was actually on steroids. You guys are gonna trip when you see how buff I was. I made Arnold Schwarzenegger look like, he ain't that cool. My arms were over 20 inches without a pump, guys. I was that huge. Okay, so Zach is stable at 0.3. That's good, man. Gosh, you guys are, the way you're able to calculate your doses that low, not a lot of people could do that. How about you, Deb? Oh, Deb says not stable at 0.25 yet. I had to bump it up to 0.33 for a day. For 2 days, 0.25, then 1 day at 0.33. You guys are doing it so good. And I love that you guys kind of have each other to like bounce off of each other, as far as like, it always helped push me when I had somebody at a similar dose, and it was kind of like friendly competition, right? Call it your taper buddy. You're like you're going through it like live time. Like, this person's doing it. Okay, today I'm going to do it with this person. Like, you just kind of help push each other to get down to the next dose. I love that stuff. Zach says, at Grounded Extracts, I will be getting a hold of you too. Yeah, that's interesting. Marky sent me, I don't know how much I should say about this on the video, but it sounds like there's a helpful website out there. I need to find out more information. I'm not sure if I'm able to, like, I don't really know how much more I can say for it now. So I'll get back to you guys on that part of it. I seen somebody recently got a strike. Somebody that has a Kratom channel, they recently got a strike for something about like not linking or for linking websites. I don't know. There's like a YouTube has been really picky with random crap like that. So I just really got to be careful as far as that kind of stuff goes. I guess I need to look into that type of a video. RLS always ends when the sun comes up for me. Yes, that's the same way I am, Dev. It was like literally when I jumped off Suboxone, I could set my clock to when RLS was going to kick in. Every night it was like 8:15 to 8:30. Every night it would kick in at the same time. And then as soon as I got up in the morning and I got out of bed, RLS was totally gone. Like that's why when Anthony was telling me that he gets RLS in the daytime, I was like, what? That sounds weird. Does anybody else get RLS in the daytime when you're awake? I've always thought it was only when you're laying down in bed. Trying to sleep, of course. Megtron says, Suboxone does nothing for my pain. Oh, you take it for pain. Okay. So anything that I ever talk about, like generally how I do, guys, just keep in mind that I don't have experience with what's it called? There's a word for it. Like constant pain issues. So if you guys are dealing with, constant pain issues, I don't know what to say about that because I have not experienced that. So it sounds like for Megtran says, Suboxone does nothing for my pain. I don't take it all the time. I just take it when it's a bad pain day. Weed and ibuprofen are in my painkillers, are my main painkillers. I'm also under monthly doctor supervision. Okay, that's good. Do you have your doctor check? Like, does he ever do blood tests on you to make sure that all your organs are functioning properly? If not, that might be something you might have him just do a quick check on you. It's a really easy blood test. But that's not how I envisioned it when you said that you were like taking tons of it. Like I was just picturing that you're just scooping that stuff down your throat all day long. So I know it's kind of hard to get an idea of certain comments. Like there's not enough detail in certain comments. Deb says, Zach, is your tooth feeling better? ? It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor. Oh, that was that Kindergarten Cop, Arnold Schwarzenegger? It could be a tumor. It's not a tumor. Get to the chopper. Freaking Marky. Cracking me up, dude. I hope that's what you meant. It was that movie, right? I'm over here like blushing now. I'm all laughing. And shout out. We got another super chat here, guys. Robin, hopefully I'm saying your name right here. You actually sent a super chat last week as well. So shout out to you for coming through with a double week super chat. Says, I'm late here. Changed my handle. This is Roberta. Oh, okay. I thought when I was going through to remember, I was like, I don't remember the name being, I thought it was Roberta because remember how I was like, it brought up Rockin' Roberta and I got kind of sad. So, okay. So you're the same. Yeah, you're the same person from last week. Thank you for sending another super chat this week. That's highly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And good to see you back in here. I know you were kind of hanging out towards the end of last week's live stream. It's always good when you see people coming through like on a regular basis, right? And I'm wondering where Kevin's at. Kevin C, where you at, brother? Are you in here? You should have been in here by now. Thank you for that super chat. That's another Egg White Fun donation right there. Thank you. Blood tests 4 times a year. Okay, that's good. That's really good. I feel like a lot of people that are in like Kratom lifestyle, they don't really even think about things like blood tests. But that's a very important thing. So shout out to you for staying up on your health like that. And I'm curious, what kind of pain do you have? That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. That's got to be really hard to live. If you're a person watching this and you're living with daily pain, chronic pain, that's the word I was looking for earlier. If you're living with chronic pain, man, shout out to you, because I know how hard that would be to live like that. And do whatever you need to do to not suffer, right, guys? I would never, like, if I was living with chronic pain, I would not ever self-guilt myself. I would take whatever the hell I needed to take, because this life is not meant to be suffered through, guys. Find whatever you need to do to get out of pain. Just don't go down a long 15-year drug addiction like I did. I never took drugs for actual, well, other than when I got in my motorcycle accident, right? That's when I started my Loratab 7.5s, and that's what started my addiction. And then after my collarbone healed, I shouldn't even have really taken it for that. I mean, it wasn't pretty bad. It hurt pretty damn bad. My collarbone was shattered into like 10 pieces. But once that pain healed, I should have just moved on, guys. I mean, it would suck. I wouldn't be here with you guys right now. I'd probably be off living in a mansion on the hill. I'm going to make a video about how my addiction has cost me millions of dollars, guys. It really, really freaking has. Like, my potential for success is so high. Like, the skills that God gave me to be able to work and buy and fix, sell cars, like, I just have such high potential. And I've just spent so much energy trying to fix my addiction over the years that it's just like, I could be so much more further ahead from where I am now. But I guess you just have to look at it like you are where you are for a reason, right? I wouldn't be here right now making videos with you guys if I didn't have my addiction issues. So we are where we are, baby. Take it one day at a time. Dang, I'm like rubbing my beard like it's like 5 feet long. I want this thing to get ugly. I want to look ugly for this Christmas. Oh, Scotty, what's up? Says, what's good? Barely made it. Yeah, good to see you. No, we still got plenty of time. If you guys are bored, I'll stay on here with you guys for a while. If you guys keep the conversation going, I'll stay on here. I'm about to talk about my Sublocade third shot in just a moment here. I'm going to finish up on the comments. So keep the comments going, guys. If you want to keep me on here, I'll stay on as long as you guys want me to. Last week, gosh, we went over 3 hours. That was like the longest stream we've ever done last week. That was so fun. I felt like a lot of new people found the channel from last week's stream because I was just on there hanging out, and we had some new people start jumping in the chat. It was awesome. Can anybody look and see if we hit 2,000 subscribers yet? I know we're really close. So if you're watching this right now and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button so we can get to 2,000 subscribers. As some of you may know, I have a very personal, deep video that I have never showed anybody on earth. It shows me at my rock bottom when I just took 150 milligrams at 12 noon. It was first thing in the morning, and I had almost died recording myself on a video. So if you guys want to see that video, that will come shortly after we hit 2,000 subscribers, guys. And trust me, it is not a good video. So just a heads up, if you guys are going to be triggered by seeing somebody high out of their mind, like I was on this video, then you might not want to watch it. It's a very emotional video when I watch it. It just brings me right back to that time when I was stuck so deep in my addiction and just so lost in myself. Back at this time, this was like 2016, guys. Like every single day I would just look in the mirror and I was just disgusted with the person that I seen. And nobody on the outside knew it but me, right? I just held everything in back then, and I could see so much pain and suffering in my eyes and depression and just horrible. Like, and when I watch this video that I'm going to show you guys as soon as we hit that 2,000 subscriber mark, it's rough to see that version of me, guys. Like, sometimes I can't even believe I was that bad into my addiction. Ugh, creeps me out just thinking about it. Ugh, that was a shitty life. Let's see how far we are from the comments. I'm going to touch up on the comments real quick, and then I'm going to talk about my Sublocade. Actually, I'll probably wait till the 1 hour mark to do the Sublocade talk. Oh, gosh, we got a bunch of comments going here. Okay. Megan says, what's up, Megan? How are you? Megan Chandler. Deb Woods, yes, but down to 13 milligrams of methadone. Wow, we got some methadone people on here today. This is awesome. I'm curious, Megan, how did you find my channel? If you're probably on YouTube looking at methadone stuff, I'm really curious. I'm really curious how if anybody's watching this on the replay and you're just on methadone, like how did you find my channel? I'm really curious. Is it the Sublocade talk or the Suboxone talk? Or was there some other video that led you to me? I'm really curious how you guys are finding my channel. Because I almost hardly ever see anybody that talks about that they're on methadone on this channel. So Megan says RLS in the day, mostly at night though. Yeah. Yeah, I've almost never heard of anybody getting RLS in the day. That's very interesting. All right, Scotty made it up in here. Chronic pain is what you were, yeah, that's the word I was looking for earlier. I don't know why I couldn't think about that word. I think I missed Megan's first comment. Let me scroll up here. No, I didn't see Megan's first comment. I scrolled way up. So Deb's, I'm scrolling way back up here, guys, like 10 minutes ago. Deb says I use an X-Acto knife to cut 8 milligram strips into 0.25 milligram pieces. Yeah, that's a good idea, Deb. That's a really good idea. Some people have mentioned in the past, I've never done this, and I don't know how to do it, but some people have mentioned a liquid taper. Like, I guess you put Suboxone in water somehow. Does anybody know how to do that? That might help some of you guys that are on low doses to be able to like micro taper that way. I've never done that. I don't know how to do that, but maybe somebody in the comments can mention that. And just a quick heads up, guys, as some of you may or may not know, sometime around the hour-and-a-half mark, my screen usually shuts off and I have to come back on. So if you see me disappear, just chill out and I'll be back on in like 10, 20 seconds. And if anybody knows why my phone does that, I don't know if it's my phone or if it's StreamYard kicking me off. Let me know why it does that. TYSM, Deb? What's TYSM? Oh, thank you so much. So Zach says, tooth still hurting. Taking my antibiotics, so it should stop hurting soon. Oh, you have some swelling or what? Marky Rizzo shared a great tip and video to stop the toothache. Worked like a charm. What's the tip? For anybody that has toothache, they might need to know that. I think of you when I'm struggling. I'll think of you when I'm struggling, Megan. I saw that toothache tip Marky posted. Good stuff to know. Deb, can you post that in the live chat? Doctor left a piece of metal in my spine during an operation. Holy smokes. That sounds like a lawsuit right there. Hey man, glad you were on Sublocade. I've seen a lot of great stories of people being able to come off the Sublocade with very minimal withdrawal, if any withdrawal. I messaged you last week about Kratom to come off subs. I recognize your... Oh, I remember that conversation. Yes, I remember that. We were talking about that. Yes, I do. How are you doing? I get a lot of people that comment on any video that I say something about Kratom in. And I know YouTube's not too kind on letting people talk about Kratom, so I really got to be careful. But I remember we were talking Dripsonis. Sorry, I'm not saying your name right. I remember that conversation though. Weed is such a good painkiller when you eat it. That's very interesting. Some lessons are worth more than all the money in the world. That's a great point, Scotty. I love your optimistic thinking there as well. See, we have such a positive group here. I love this. Okay. Yes, it actually worked, so I don't have to take 4 Advil every 6 hours. No more. That's awesome, man. See, we're all kind of like helping each other through whatever certain issues. Everybody's issues are different, right? So whenever somebody has an issue on this channel and they post about it, like you'll see people in the comments like coming up with other ideas that might work for somebody. We're all just trying to help each other find our way through the best path of life, really. I'm now 2 weeks off of dirty 30s and 6 days clean off subs. I only took subs for 2 weeks and jumped at 16 milligrams. Now I'm going to start to taper the kratom off in the next couple weeks. Damn, that's a huge jump. Dirty 30s, I'm assuming that means fake 30s, right? Please be careful. Please be careful. Drip Sonic, however you say your name. The biggest thing that I push on this channel is the number one thing that I don't want you guys to do is to relapse, especially if you're taking fake. Yeah, so he's taking fake drugs like probably fentanyl or heroin. If you're taking those kind of meds and you get on Suboxone or kratom and you try to rush off, please be careful, because if you rush off and your body just crashes and burns, and that's going to happen to most people. To go from taking hardcore street drugs to taking Suboxone for, what, 2 weeks or so, to nothing. Oh, you're to kratom now. Okay, so if you're doing good on kratom, you might want to stay there for a while, dude, before you come rushing off. Just know that Suboxone and kratom, they're basically just pushing off of your withdrawal, right? So when you stop taking the kratom, your withdrawal is still going to be there. So don't get shocked that when you stop taking kratom, that you're going to still feel your withdrawal. It probably won't be as bad, obviously, as when you jumped a cold turkey off of the dirty 30s, as you would call them. But just please don't rush off of Suboxone or kratom. Though, if those things are keeping you sober, I beg you to consider staying on them for a while and just stabilizing your life before remember, guys, it's not a race. I know that us opiate addicts, we want to be sober right now. But if you rush off of that stuff and then you relapse and your tolerance is lower, that's how I have personally lost many friends that have gone through that exact path. So please be careful. Shout out to you for doing what you've done. Just remember that it's not a race, and number one, don't relapse. Please don't relapse. If you take Suboxone, take it. If you have to take kratom, take it, but don't go back to that other stuff, okay? Shout out to you for coming as far as you did, though. Please don't rush the rest of this. Sorry for kind of going off on that, but it's very important for me to nail that point home, because I've seen a lot of people, like they're worried about the stigma of Suboxone, and they want to be clean, but it's not really very realistic to go from hardcore opiates to clean in like 2 weeks. It's not very realistic. It's possible, yes. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to, hopefully it doesn't come across as me like downing you in some way. Like my main concern is that you stay alive, and you stay alive by not relapsing, right? So just take your Suboxone or your kratom as long as you need to. Please don't rush off that stuff. If you do come off that stuff and you feel like you're going to relapse, just go get some more kratom or Suboxone. But don't relapse, please. Shout out to you for coming off that stuff. I know it's got to be I'm sure you probably lost some friends like I have that were taking street drugs like that. It's a very scary time, especially in 2022. And the hour mark already passed that fast, of course. Sucks taking forever to learn those lessons. Yeah, it really does, man. Like, really a lot lately I've been thinking about how fast life goes, like there's so many people that I know that have just come and gone, and just like how fast that my 40 years have gone in life. And it's like, dude, you know what? I don't have forever to get this figured out. It's like, I need to get my life figured out pretty soon here. Because that sand in the hourglass is running pretty slim here, pretty quick. And like, I can't tell you guys how fast last month it went by like that. I swear to you guys, last month felt like I thought it was like a week, and the whole month went by that fast. Can you guys relate to that? It's like time is going so fast right now. It's like, slow down, man, slow down. Please slow down. Oh, sucks. Be careful with kratom. Don't take too much. Yeah. You can. I see people all the time say about in my comment section, and you can look at my kratom videos. There's plenty of people that say kratom ruined my life. I take way too much. So it can be beneficial to help get you off of the harder stuff, but just be careful with like not going crazy with the kratom is all I'm saying. I won't see the chat for a little bit because I'm driving in case someone tries to chat with me. All right, Zach, you're good, brother. I like how he's always in here listening, like as he's doing stuff. I think there's a couple people that do that. They just push play and then they'll just kind of listen. Still says 1.99K subs, Kevin. Dang it. We're at literally like 1.95 thousand subs. Like we literally need like 4 or 5 more subscribers to hit 2,000. Hopefully, I'm sure by next week we'll hit the 2,000 mark. Thanks for checking on that for me, Deb. How many likes do we have on this video? Thanks, Zach. And I know, Deb, it's easier. It's the lesser of two evils. Yes, Suboxone made me feel like a zombie, and I know it takes a long time for withdrawal to subside. I'm hoping I can get kratom kicked in a month. So if Suboxone made you feel like a zombie, that means you were taking too high of a dose. So just a heads up, if you decide you want to try Suboxone again, and in my opinion, if I was in your shoes, I would choose Suboxone over kratom. That's just me personally. And that's because of the long half-life, right? You only have to take Suboxone once or twice a day, where most people take kratom like 4, 5, 6 times a day because of the short half-life. It's in and out of your system fast. So if it was making you feel like a zombie, then you should have lowered your dose a bit. And then, so if you guys are taking Suboxone, you feel like a zombie, that just means your dose is too high, and all you got to do is lower your dose. Obviously, with the help of your doctor, right? There was another guy, who was it? I think it was Mark. Pretty sure it was Mark. Yeah, Mark Brown he was waking up and then taking his Suboxone, and then 2 hours later he was taking a nap. I'm like, your dose is too high, brother. And that's exactly what it was. He lowered his dose, stopped taking naps right after he woke up. So if you guys are taking Suboxone naps, that's almost always guaranteed a sign that your Suboxone dose is too high for what you need. You can try splitting up the dose or lowering the dose. Like some people like to take 2 doses a day. That way your blood levels are more stable and you don't feel like it just hits. When I took 1 dose a day of Suboxone, it was like, boom, it hit really hard. And then by the end of the day, I was like way down here. I was like, something feels off. So, but I have a really fast metabolism, right? Not everybody has that fast metabolism. So just try whatever works best for you. It's going to be different for everybody. Some people take Suboxone 3 times a day, like small doses. Depending on like what side effects you're having, if you need to sexually perform, like there's all kinds of things that come into play that you can plan and move your doses around. If you're having trouble with constipation, I always say don't take any Suboxone until you've had a bowel movement for the day, because once you take your Suboxone, you won't be able to use number 2 for the day. That's how it was for me anyway. Fat people like myself get RLS from being sedentary. I lost 80 pounds and it went away, but I used to have it often. Wow, that's interesting. I've never heard of that. Thanks for sharing. I'll have to think about that. Probably just looking for any recovery videos, not a lot of methadone videos that I've seen. Yeah, I don't think there is a lot of methadone channels out there. Well, thanks for joining though. That's cool. We're happy to have anybody that's methadone, kratom, heroin, opiates. We'll take you all in here. And you can be part of the family no matter what substance you are or aren't on. But going back to Drip Sonic, yes, obviously kratom is a much lesser evil than street drugs. Scotty says, yeah, I want to know Marky's tip. My tooths are bad. Scotty, you got some teeth pain too? Oh, Marky just posted the video. Thanks, Marky, brother. Look at Marky with the wrench up in here. Side note too, guys, like if you've been a wrench in the past and you find that you no longer are, it's just because I haven't been seeing you consistently in the videos. So I try to obviously give a wrench to the people that are going to be here on a normal basis. And Marky Rizzo's, he's been here all the time. Deb Woods is always here. So that's why I have them here to help. So thank you guys. But yeah, like there's been a few people that I've given a wrench to, and then I don't ever see them in the live chats anymore. So I just give it to people that are going to be here. It's just as simple as that. You guys know how it is. Don't take it personal, baby. I'm doing good, man. Went the Kratom route. Wait. I appreciate you being upfront to tell people about Kratom, just not looking at it as a long-term fix, more of a short-term. I don't want to trade one for the other. No, I understand that. Just I don't know, man. I just remember the lifestyle that I was at when I was in opiate addiction. And for me to go from that to nothing was next to impossible. Like I needed Suboxone to level me out for a year or two at least, right? But if you can go from the crazy highs and lows of opiate addiction to nothing, then that's awesome, man. You're one of the rare ones. Not a lot of people can make that transition so easily. Just be careful is all I'm saying. Thanks, man. I appreciate your advice. Yeah, for sure. And don't just take what I say for like, oh, just because Kevin says it, this is exactly how it is. Like I'm just giving you my experience, right? I talk to a lot of people on this channel who struggled with Kratom addiction. I myself have experience with Kratom addiction. Okay, so this is just one person telling you my experience. I'm not ever trying to like tell you guys you have to do it my way or the highway. I'm just above all as I don't want anybody to relapse and die. Okay, that's the main purpose of this channel because I care about you guys. Kratom got me sober from alcohol. It was ruining me. Stuck in the mud with the Kratom now, though. See? Yeah, there's another person right there. So it's like there's with drugs like Kratom and Suboxone, I always refer to it as like the honeymoon phase. A lot of people, when they go from opiate addiction to Suboxone, they feel like it's a miracle drug because it gets them off of opiates. They don't have to suffer through withdrawal. It puts that all on hold for you, right? So a lot of people consider it a miracle drug. Same with Kratom. Some people go from Suboxone to Kratom, and then they're mistakenly thinking that somehow that they don't have to go through withdrawal. But what happens is the Kratom is keeping your withdrawal at base. So if you go from opiates to Suboxone to Kratom and you stop taking the Kratom, your withdrawal is going to be right there waiting for you as soon as you stop taking the Kratom, okay? If you go from Suboxone to Kratom and then you stop taking Kratom, your Suboxone withdrawal is still going to be waiting for you. All it's doing is telling your brain when you put Kratom or Suboxone in your body, it's just telling your opiate receptors that everything's okay and that you don't have to suffer through withdrawal right now. Now, you can obviously bypass a horrible withdrawal by tapering over a long, slow amount of time. It does take time for your body to lower as far as like your opiate tolerance. It doesn't just happen overnight, guys. So I just don't want any of you to think that you can easily jump out of this lifestyle without a withdrawal. If you're willing to go through the withdrawal, that's one thing. Yeah, you can push it out for a week or two, let your life suck for a week or two, and then hopefully move on from there. But just know that there's going to be a withdrawal. If you guys are bridging from one substance to the other, there's going to be a withdrawal at the end of it. I've seen so many people mistakenly think that I got off of Suboxone with Kratom and I didn't have a withdrawal. It's because you're on Kratom still. You haven't started the withdrawal yet. Thanks for sharing that story, Lo-Fi. I'm going to pause here at Scotty's comment at 4:11, and I will get right back to those comments. So I'm going to talk about my Sublocade stuff. Okay, at 1:14. All right, so let's talk about my Sublocade experience, guys. So far, so good. Okay. Today is my I've been on Sublocade 9 weeks starting today. And today I just got my 3rd shot. And just giving you guys a quick history. So I was down to 1 milligram of Suboxone. My doctor wanted me to come up to 4 milligrams of Suboxone before he would give me 150 milligrams of Sublocade shot, which is just half of the 300 milligram shot. He just squirts it right out, gives me the rest, right? So that was my transition dose to from 4 milligrams of Suboxone to 150 milligrams of subs. I had a stockpile of Suboxone for my first month. As you guys seen, I did a video as I burned every Suboxone that I had. Go check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. So for the first month, I was tempted by my Suboxone 3 times, and it won the temptation. If you have a stockpile of Suboxone and you're starting on Sublocade, I can almost guarantee you're going to reach into that box and take your Suboxone at some point in the month, okay? Now, some people might have some sort of withdrawals, and if you do, then obviously take a little bit of Suboxone if you need to. But I didn't have withdrawals, okay, in the first month at any time. I took it out of curiosity. Curiosity killed the cat, right? Just being 100% honest with you guys, as I always do on this channel. What happened when I took Suboxone while I was on Sublocade? Well, I took it and I felt it kick in, just like I always felt it kick in when I would take Suboxone. And a part of me was kind of missing that feeling of put it under your tongue, set your timer, hour and a half. Oh, okay, I feel a little different now. That's the feeling that I was talking about. So that happened. As soon as that feeling kicked in, it didn't last but like 30, 45 minutes. That whatever that feeling is that you get when Suboxone kicks in, that's the feeling I was going for. And it kicked in, I felt it, and instantly I regretted it. I was like, what the hell did you do that for? This is not why you got on Sublocade, right? And so I did that to myself 3 times. I was self-guilting myself every time I took Suboxone, even during my first month. It's not uncommon for some people to need to supplement during the first month, but it's up to you, the user. If you really need it, then you really need it. If you don't, like I didn't, then you don't, right? So I took Suboxone 3 times my first month, and every time I did it, I had nothing but regrets and self-guilt for doing so. So I promised myself, I said, okay, as soon as you get that 2nd shot, you're burning all your Suboxone, right? My doctor hasn't given me any Suboxone since he got me on the shot. No refills, no doctors. There's none sitting at the office for me to go pick up. It's just what I had before, right? And so I burned all my Suboxone. I think it was like the day after I got my 2nd shot, and the feeling, you guys, like it was a very, what's the word I'm looking for here? It was a very serious moment for me to do that, because for the last 5 years, if you had told me that I didn't have Suboxone to reach to, I was unheard of. I couldn't go one day without taking Suboxone for 5 years since I started it, right? So for me to give up that crutch was extremely challenging to do that, but I can promise you guys, like hand to God right now, like it was one of the best decisions that I ever made, right? And the way that I felt, I had so many emotions when I was watching those Suboxones burn in the fire. I mean, I threw a bunch in there, guys. It was 2 full boxes and some pills. And just like, there was just so many emotions that I just was thinking about. Like, I was just like happy, sad, scared, so many emotions, but it needed to happen. And if I didn't burn that box, I guarantee you guys, I would still be having days where I was like, take some here and there, and I'd be guilting myself. So you've heard me, some of you have probably heard me say this before, you have to be ready to let go of the feeling that you feel once your Suboxone kicks in. If you're not ready to let go of that, and I don't blame you if you're not ready to, okay? There's some people that might have only been on Suboxone for 6 months, and they like the way that they feel when they feel their Suboxone kick in. If you like the way that you feel when you feel that kick in, then do not try Sublocade, because you're not going to feel that anymore. And that's the biggest thing I would say for somebody that I don't think Sublocade would work out very well for, is somebody who really enjoys what they feel once they feel their Suboxone kick in. You guys have heard me say this, and I keep repeating myself with that, but it's important for me to relay this message. That's why I keep saying it. Once you get your Sublocade shot, you're going to feel like this. You take your Suboxone in the morning, it spikes, it falls down through the day. You take your second dose, it spikes, it falls down through the day. So my emotions would feel like this every day on Suboxone. Right? Can you guys relate to that? Do you guys feel like that? Once your Suboxone dose kicks in, you might get some energy. You might get maybe a little euphoria. Whatever it is, it messes with your emotions, right? And then you feel like it's diving down from the peak. Just like that every day. Sublocade, you don't have the highs, but you don't need the highs because you don't have the lows, right? You're just normal, like a normal person. I haven't felt this normal in years, you guys. Straight up. Okay, so I was going to finish up the prayers. Good man. Sorry, I'm trying to like kind of read some of the comments you guys are posting. Okay, so going back to my doses, right? So the first month was 150 milligrams. Immediately I started tapering, right? The second month I went down to 100 milligrams, okay? And the third month I still took 100 milligrams, but here's where I consider myself tapering. Instead of going in at 4 weeks, like you're supposed to, I delayed my appointment by a week. So I went 5 weeks. So think about this, guys. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. I consider the biggest thing to me is how much time did I have to give my addiction today or this month? Think about that, you guys. I didn't have a shot for 5 weeks. So that means I didn't have to give my addiction any thoughts for 5 whole freaking weeks. How amazing is that? That's incredible. And that's a very freeing feeling. And I did that intentionally because I'm you guys know I'm always trying to like try different things outside of the box thinking. I'm wanting to know what it feels like to go 5 weeks instead of going every 4 weeks, right? And then the next shot, I want to push it out even farther. So that's kind of how I consider myself tapering. Is I first went from 150 milligrams to 100, and then I pushed out the dose to 5 weeks instead of 4 weeks, right? So, and trust me, I can feel a little lower. I mean, as I told you guys earlier, I was emotional all week. Like I cried a few times this week, and that's not a bad thing. It feels good to be able to cry if you need to cry. You know, music has been sounding a little bit better to me and crisper, and just like hitting my feelings a little bit more. So it's fun to experience. I haven't had any RLS. Like I haven't had the runs. And it's funny, I can really gauge my buprenorphine levels by my bowel movements, right? So when I get the shot at first, I'm a little bit constipated maybe for like the first week or so. And then as the month rolls on, I can start to have easier bowel movements, and without taking any type of stool softener or gentle laxative. For the last 2 weeks, I could just do a normal bathroom thing every day without taking anything. So pay attention to that stuff, you guys, because that kind of lets you know, it can really kind of let you know where your bupe levels are at. As far as like if you have to guess where you're at, is your constipation getting worse? If it is, then likely that your levels are higher. If it's getting more towards you're using the bathroom more than normal, then your dose is probably getting lower. Okay, so this is another important thing too. So I've seen a number of different comments out there about people saying how either horribly bad, painful the shot is, and then other people like me, I'm like, what? Like today was seriously, you guys, it was so freaking easy today. And he didn't do any ice pack numbing. He didn't even let my medication warm up. He literally got it right out of the fridge, and like 4 minutes later, he was putting it in my stomach. A lot of doctors' office will they'll let the medication warm to like room temperature before they put it in, and that's supposed to help with the stinging. He didn't put any numbing stuff on me. Like I just took it straight up raw and 100 milligrams, and it was nothing today, you guys. And I think, and I'll show you guys in just a second here. I think because it was in a more fatty area, my lower abdomen, whereas like the most body fat I have on my body, you can't even really see it anymore, you guys. If you're really lean and skinny, like I am kind of right here, I don't have a lot of fat right here where he started to put them. It's a lot more painful in like thinny areas, right? So think of that going forward. If your doctor asks you where you want it, if you're worried about the pain, go towards the more fatty areas, because I literally, like, I don't even feel sensitive right now. And when he would go like towards the more muscular areas, it was sensitive for like 4, 5, 6 days, like to the touch. Let me show you guys real quick. Hopefully you guys can see. Okay, so this shot, this was 100 milligrams. This shot is 5 weeks old today. God, can you even see my new one? I don't think you can. Okay, the new one is right here, guys. I don't even think you can see that. See, if you have more fat down, and that's brand new today. That should be huge. So as you can see, I have more fat right here. This is like my fatty area. So he put it right here, and you can't even see it. As far as this one goes, you can still see that a month later, and that's the same dose. And this did hurt more as far as like tender to the touch. Like this was very sensitive, and I think it's because it's right on my muscle, right? So if you guys are like fatter, like you have more fat like this down here, have them start here, because this is way better right here. Look, I can smack that, and I just caught that 3 hours ago. So can you guys even see that down there? It's right there. It's hard, I can feel it in there, but you wouldn't be able to see it, right? If I wasn't pointing that out, you wouldn't see it, right? So I am super happy that you can't like see a big bulge poking out of my abs anymore. I'm stoked about that. So that lets me know that if I get my other one, it's going to be on the other side of the fat. Shouldn't be able to see that. So, let me show you real quick too. So the first shot that I got 9 weeks ago, it's right here. Right here. Can you guys even see it? I don't think you can even see it. I can feel it just a little bit right there, but it's almost gone, you guys. I can still feel it barely, but that shows you. You guys remember that video I made after my first shot? I was like, this shot's almost gone and it's only been 4 days. What a dumbass. I'm over here at freaking 9 weeks and I can still feel it now. Like, so if you guys are worried, I was always worried, like my metabolism's so fast, what if my body just eats it all up, right? That's not going to happen, guys. If my body didn't do that, then nobody else's body's going to do that. So yeah, guys, that's what it looks like. If your stomach is like more fat than mine, then you probably won't even see the shot in there. So that's good to know. If you take the 300 shot, it's supposed to hurt a little bit more. But I think David had said today, he's like, he agreed with me. He said it feels just like I said it was. It feels like a bee sting. A bee sting is not that bad, you guys. It's really not. Like, it just burns for like 30 seconds and then it goes away. So if you're worried about taking Sublocade because you heard, he said that some people said it's worse than getting stabbed by a knife. And some people said it's like as bad as having a baby. Like, what? No, it's not. And remember, guys, I had no ice, no numbing cream, nothing. I just straight took it right out of the fridge. I didn't let it warm up to room temperature. So I had all things going against me, and it still didn't even hurt. It was nothing, you guys. Like, I was laughing today. I was like, that was so easy. Deb says, try having a baby if you're afraid of a bee sting. Exactly, yeah. So yeah, I just want to touch base on my Sublocade so far, guys. It's been an amazing journey. It's fun to do, like, to try alternative doses, and like my doctor's cool with me pushing out my date how I did. He's like, do you want to just schedule the next one for 6 weeks or what? Like, he's open to me doing this stuff. So everybody's doctor might not be as cool as mine is. I know I've got a really kick-ass doctor. Oh, real quick, this just reminded me too. I was talking to Anthony. So you guys have, if you're struggling trying to find finances for Sublocade and your insurance will only cover half of it, I recommended insupport.com, and it's working. There are people out there, Anthony is one of them, that confirmed that what I've been telling you guys is true. Your insurance pays X amount of dollars. Whatever your insurance doesn't pay, guys, go to www.insupport.com, and they will pay for the rest of your dose, like to where you don't have to pay anything for it, okay? So that will save you a huge amount of money. If you guys didn't know about that, I don't think a lot of people know about that. So I don't know why they do that, but it's just, I've heard it from a couple people now, and I have people that have backed me up and told me, yes, it worked. They did pay for it. So if you don't have insurance, then talk to your doctor, ask your doctor if they will give you their cost. Some doctors might be open to doing that, but some might not. Hey, Mark Brown, good to see you, brother. I was wondering if you were going to hop on here. So yeah, guys, that's been my Sublocade experience so far. I haven't taken any Suboxone now since I got my second shot, and I'm damn proud of myself. I don't ever think about Suboxone. I don't ever think about my addiction anymore unless I'm here responding to comments or making videos for you guys, which has been a lot. I've been responding to every freaking comment. I've been making a shitload of videos lately, so I'm working my butt off for you guys. And I hope you guys are enjoying the work that I've been putting out for you, because it's not easy to do all the stuff that I've been doing. I keep getting worried that I'm going to burn myself out, but so far I'm still good, you guys. So yeah, I'm just going to keep going as far as I can. I know that hitting 2,000 subscribers, that will kind of give me a little rush of energy, hopefully. All right, let's get back to some comments. You guys got me for another half hour, so hopefully you guys left me some comments in here. Do you guys have any questions about Sublocade or anything like that? Or Suboxone or opiate addiction, or is there anything I missed? All right, let's see here. I was at 411. Is everyone hitting the like button on the way in here? Get as many likes as we can on this, guys. Oh, Marky and Deb both posted the video. Beat ya. All right, where are we at here? Kratom. All right, there we are. So I'm up to Scotty's comment at 411. Oh my gosh, I'm way behind the comments. Okay, I'm going to do my best to get caught up in the comments, guys. So if you're posting comments now, it's going to take me a minute to get caught up to you, okay? So 411, Scotty says, yeah, my friend jail died when he got out. He got his usual H fix and died with a beer in his hand watching the sunset at his dad's house, whom he beat up to get into jail to begin with. Damn. That's messed up, Scotty. Died watching the sunset with a beer in his hands. See, that goes back to what I was talking about earlier. You know, like some people want to try to rush off of, or if you go to jail and then you come out and then you relapse, that's just, don't relapse, guys, because so many people, that's how they die. So many people, that's how they die. You guys heard it last week on the live stream with Ken Starr. That's how his brother died, right? He went to jail, got out, relapsed, and died. It's freaking messed up. Scotty says, I've been quitting like 5 things for like 15 years. Oh, I can relate to you there, man. Yeah, caffeine's been one of mine that's been pretty hard to quit and then stay away from. It just kind of keeps coming back to me. I don't know much, but I know this. Everyone in this chat will reach sobriety at some point. Yes, they will, Marky. I always say one at a time. We're all going to get there. Deb says, mine says 13 likes, but I bet everyone else sees a different number of likes. We got to be over 13 likes by now. Come on, guys. Hit that button for us. Suboxone should wake you up. Let me just check my email real quick and see. Let's see if David was able to get that Venmo over to me or not. Hold on a sec, guys.
I want to shout him out if he got that over here. iCloud storage is full. Of course it is. Oh, I hate when my iCloud storage is full. All right. Doesn't look like David got that through yet. Nope. All right. Let's see here. Shout out to David too. He just recently got his first shot. I believe it was yesterday. So I'm really interested to talk to him and see how he's doing. His dose was like right where it should have been. And I like how his doctor cut him off immediately from Suboxone too, because they gave him the high 300 milligram shot. They just know that he's not going to need it anymore. And if he's in that position, if someone's in that position and your doctor gives you more, you're going to take it, guys. You're going to take it. So you just got to rip off that Band-Aid sooner or later, guys. And I know it's scary to think about being without Suboxone, but if you're on Sublocade, especially once you get your second shot, you definitely shouldn't need anything. Or if they kind of over-medicate you for the first shot, then you shouldn't need anything either. The teeth problems with Suboxone is tragic. Yeah, man. So many people on this channel have told me that they've lost so many teeth from Suboxone. And that's another pro, I believe, of why Sublocade is optimal over Suboxone, because it's in here and not baking your teeth every time you put it on, right? Every time I would put Suboxone under my tongue, I would feel it like eating at my enamel is what it felt like. I don't know exactly what was going on, but it didn't feel like my teeth were happy with me. I pulled my own tooth not too long ago. What? I got a lot of relief, but are you kidding me? Are you serious? That sounds crazy. Oh, I could never do that. How could you do that? Oh my God, that makes my mouth just. Yes, James, bad bro. I had my boy pull my wisdom tooth for me. Whoa, yeah, dude, that is insane. I would never dare to mess with my teeth. When I had my doctor put my cap on, oh my gosh, I had this rookie lady working on me, the nurse assistant or whatever they are, like the dentist helper. And it was hurting so bad. She was trying to like test fit my cap. And I'm like, that is really hurting. And it wasn't like staying on. It kept falling off. I'm like, what is this lady's doing? I literally broke. My entire body was breaking out in sweat because I was so nervous and so in pain. I was dripping in sweat on this dentist chair. And the dentist came in after it wasn't going on. And she didn't even have a damn light in my mouth, right? She pulled my temporary cap off and tried shoving the new one on, and there was glue on my tooth still. So the dentist comes in with a bright ass light like he should have had. And he's like, yeah, there's a bunch of cement in there, you dummy. I'm like, you're over here trying to smash up my freaking my tooth root with. Man, I was so annoyed by her. And I thought she did a good job the first time too. And I even let her know. But after that, I was like, you suck. Put a light in my mouth if you're going to be messing with my roots and stuff back there. What the hell, man? That crap hurts. I broke a back tooth from grinding and clenching my teeth during a taper. Dang, you clench your teeth during a taper? I don't think I ever did that. Tooth grinding is real. It just stops when you know you're off. I feel for anyone on the orange poison. Most people I know can take kratom or leave it unless they're also taking benzos. I like how y'all have a whole community around this subject. That's interesting, man. I almost don't know anybody that can just take kratom or leave it. Everybody that I see in my comments anyway, it's like a lot of people are saying they're like full blown addicted to it. But then you see on like there's half the videos I'll see that, and then half the videos you'll see half the people say kratom saved my life. I got off Suboxone with kratom. So it's just like it's so random how that is, because I've seen it go both ways. I just got to straight up be honest. I've seen half the people say they got off Suboxone with kratom and then it was all good, and then I've seen people say they tried getting off and then a lot of people end up going back to Suboxone. So I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I didn't have the best experience with kratom. Some people out there can, I feel like a lot of it comes down to I think, like your first experiences with kratom. If you can be careful not to like chase a high with kratom, I think that's the best option for people. Like some people know that you can seek a kind of buzz from kratom, and if you're chasing that buzz, I think that's when people can get in trouble with kratom. Like if they use it irresponsibly, just like anything, right? Like it's not just kratom. You can get like me with caffeine. If I don't keep a hold of my caffeine tolerance, then it can get out of control fast. So it's just like anything, guys. You have to be responsible. If you're going to take kratom, it can save a lot of people's lives for sure. But a lot of people can get addicted to it. So as long as you're just being responsible with this stuff, guys, that's really what it all comes down to. We're all like mature adults. We need to take accountability for our own actions. But I think also another thing, I had my girlfriend my ex-girlfriend take kratom for, she would have really bad period pains, and it literally cured that for her. So every month I was kind of happy because I could kind of help her out, right? I could take her pain away. She's like, oh, like she would be crying in pain, and I would just give her 2 capsules of kratom, and she was golden, right? And she never had like opiate addiction issues, so I wasn't worried about her getting like, oh, this is so good. But if you use kratom responsibly for pain, it's a great tool for sure. I agree with you there. Just got to be careful. Yeah, but alcohol is 1,000 times worse than kratom in every way possible. Taking a step down the ladder is better than just keep drinking or pilling. Yeah, I 100% agree with that for sure. For sure. And plus, too, think about it. Alcohol, like I've seen so many people get taken over by alcohol. That makes me interested to think if somebody would use kratom for alcohol. Is that what you're saying, grounded extracts? Is that a lot of people are using, oh, I'm like so far behind in the comments, guys. Sorry. I wonder if people would take kratom to get off of alcohol. That's a very interesting. I don't know anything about that, so I can't comment, but that's interesting to think about. Let's see here. Nature versus synthetic is how I like to look at it. Yeah, I feel you there. From farm to farm, baby. Kratom plugs into the same delta receptors as opioids, thus alleviating the withdrawal symptoms by 95%. But if you're jumping, and I agree with that, I would say when I went from low dose Suboxone to low dose kratom, it alleviated like 80% of my withdrawal. But if you're jumping from a high dose, yes, this Scotty's nailed it here. If you're jumping from a high dose, you're going to need a lot to plug into those receptors. And we see that with, I was talking to Jennifer recently. She ran out of her Suboxone, 16 milligrams a day. She tried kratom, and she's like, what? This didn't do anything. And she was like all let down. And I'm like, you need to take a lot of kratom if you're coming off of 16 milligrams. You have a high tolerance. So just keep that in mind, guys, if you're trying to do something like that, or if you run out of your Suboxone and you're taking kratom to get you by the withdrawal, if your tolerance is really high for Suboxone, it's going to take a lot of kratom to tell your brain it's okay. Coming from kratom can be as bad and expensive. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've seen it both ways, guys. I've seen it both ways, so I'm never going to just totally like out Suboxone or kratom because I've seen so many people's comments saying, counteracting the other, right? Kratom, let's see. Coming off kratom can be as bad and as expensive. Legit kratom, though, not the vape shot shit. I swear that stuff is laced. Mark, you cracked me up, dude. I always felt drunk AF on kratom, taking enough to get rid of withdrawal symptoms. Yeah, see, some people, it's so weird how different things work. Some people, kratom are going to feel like the miracle thing that they've always been watching for. And then some people, it doesn't work that good. I know a lot of it has to go down to what Marky said, making sure that you get from the right people. Like, you know, if you get the stuff at the gas station, it's probably not going to work as good. There's a lot of diluted leaf out there. Definitely don't go for the gas station stuff. I agree. Grow your own everything if possible. I didn't know we could just grow our own kratom here. That's crazy. And it was like eating grass. I couldn't get enough in capsules fast enough, so I'd mix it with water into a paste and eat it by the spoonful. Oh, that sounds gross. All natural, not fun with this way. Pay extra for the plus. I'll pay extra for the prayers and intention. Oh, I love that, Deb. She's like, I'm always talking to Jesus. Did you guys hear that car rev? Wait, what? Deb, you have a channel? Deb don't have a channel. I looked. Unless you just started one recently. Did you just start a channel, Deb? I'm so confused now. Yeah, this is an awesome conversation. As you guys can tell, I'm not closed off to like one thing or the other. I'm all about listening to what everybody has to say. I love to hear your guys' experience. If you guys think kratom is a miracle drug, if you guys think Suboxone is a miracle drug, like I find that a lot of people, they all find their own, like certain things just work better for other people and certain things don't. It's crazy how different it is. Like for me, like if I try like smoking weed, right, I get so freaking paranoid and I hate it. Like I always have what I consider to be a bad trip. It just, for whatever reason, it does not work. And I've heard people say, you got to try the right strain. Like I've tried all kinds of different weed and it's always the same for me. It's always paranoia, feeling like the world's about to blow up in my face, and just not a good experience for me. So anything related to like 420, that's not my way. But you'll see right here in the comments, a lot of people say weed saved their life and pain and all this stuff. So it's just different for everybody, guys. And it's just cool that we can all come here and just have a open conversation about this. Zach says, if you still want the feeling that subs give when they kick in, then you might want to stay on or at least slowly tapering. I know at this point I get very disappointed if I feel my subs kick in. Dude, that is a badass comment right there, Zach, and that's so freaking true. So true. Did you guys just hear what Zach said? I'm going to read that again. If you still want to feel the feeling that subs give you when they kick in, then I don't even want to say might, you want to stay on it, because you're going to not get that feeling, guys. Like I just had my shot, 4 or 5 hours ago, and I don't feel my shot kicking in. It doesn't work like that. And I love how Zach said, I know at this point I get disappointed if I feel my subs kick in, because he's trying to taper off. So he knows that if he takes enough to where he feels it, that he's going the wrong way with his taper. Because if you're feeling your Suboxone kick in, then you're likely taking more than you need, especially if you're trying to get off. That's 100% true, guys. If Suboxone withdrawal time frame can be on average 1 year plus, I have not heard that. Unless the only person I know that said Suboxone is a year plus is Gabe, and that's the only channel I've ever seen that said that. The half-life for Sublocade must push that out farther, maybe 10 to 30 times stronger, longer than subs. No, sub withdrawal is definitely not a year plus. Absolutely not. Reed said, if we stay at 0.25 for 2 months, we won't have a problem. Yeah, that's about what I would say, Deb. And if you're not in a rush, you could maybe go to 3 months. But did you see what Ken Starr was saying? He said some people even go down to 0.125. So if maybe you try getting off 0.25, Deb, and it's, I don't know, I don't think you need to go below 0.25. If you can, maybe you can try going like 0.125 for a couple days. I don't know. I don't know if that's like too much pickiness, but I'm still so far behind the comments, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to start getting caught up here. I'll just use THC to sleep. We are here to witness the Sublocade. We'll find out. Kevin won't BS. Yeah, exactly, guys. If Sublocade ends up being a horrible flop somehow down the road when it's time to come off, then you know I'm going to let you guys know. Yeah, if the withdrawal is somehow horrible, I'm going to freaking get on here and tell you guys immediately, of course. And I'm going to give you guys as much detail as possible. Kevin is awesome. He doesn't realize how much he helps people. I'm just sharing my experience, Dad. You know it. You're making me blush, though, over here. Zach says, dang, you got a 12-pack now. Oh, there was a guy in here last week. He was cracking me up in the comments. Oh, man. He was so freaking funny. Trying to get caught up, guys. I'm skipping some comments here. A constipated opioid user knows the pain of childbirth, unfortunately. Oh, yes. Many people are constipated these days for sure from this kind of stuff. Mark Brown, what's up, brother? Mark says, I'm trying to get on here on time, but I don't get home till 6 to 7 p.m. Eastern time, so it's 7 p.m. Eastern time now. Well, it's good to see. It's good to at least see you catch the last part of this, the ending. Well, it looks like we've got 18 people in here, guys. Hit that like button for your boy. It gets the message out. I remember my first episode on oxycodone 30s, bro. Real jeans. It's just a baby. Speaking about first episodes on Oxy 30s, guys, I have a video recorded that's going to drop within the next week of me sharing the time that I almost ended my best friend's life, or one of my best friend's life, by giving him his first 30. So that video is coming out soon, guys. It's already recorded and on the video catalog. So if you guys want to hear about that, just make sure you're subscribed. The video's coming soon. But yes, I nearly ended my best friend's life by giving him his first Oxy 30, guys. Could you imagine if that would have happened? And it wasn't far off, I don't think, from happening. Very scary story. It's coming your guys' way. Can you go on Sublocade for years like Suboxone? Yeah, you can stay on Sublocade as long as you want, Mark. Just talk to your doctor about it. There's plenty of people that just like to go get their doctor shot once a month, and they don't have to think about Suboxone all day long. And they don't ever have to worry about coming off. Not everybody who goes on Sublocade has to come off. I still see some people's videos that say that they've been on Sublocade shot and they don't ever want to come off because they feel so good on it. Yeah, it's very scary, grounded extracts, to be constipated. Man, that's something I'm always talking about on this channel. Like, if you guys are on kratom or Suboxone or opiates or Sublocade, all these things create constipation, guys. So you need to make sure that you're getting enough waste out of your body every day. And if you're not, do something about it. Fix that. Drink more water. Take supplements to help. Take fiber. There's many things you can do. Talk to your doctor. There are prescriptions now that are made specifically for opioid-induced constipation. So talk to your doctor. If you can't figure it out on your own, trust me, it's a normal conversation with your doctor to get constipation figured out. Don't be ashamed or embarrassed to talk about it because it's a serious issue. As I laugh. So Mark says, I'm on subs for addiction and pain relief for my back and shoulders. I've been meaning to ask you, Mark, how does Suboxone work for your pain relief? Does it get rid of all the pain that you have? because I know you came from painkillers. Does it do enough to take rid of your chronic pain? I've always wondered that. I'm only 20 minutes behind the comments now, guys. Keep them coming. You keep the comments coming, and you're going to keep me going here. Zach says, grounded extracts, keep an eye out for me, going to get a consultation with you. So it sounds like grounded extracts does consultations. I believe he's in the, I don't know how much I can say here. He's into like kratom and iboga and other random things surrounded like by herbs and stuff like that. So I think we're going to be doing a collaboration video soon. I look forward to doing that with grounded extracts and see what he's got to share with us. Caffeine, nicotine, and opioids. I've been fighting for 17 years. Yeah, caffeine, man, that one's had me pretty good. Like, I keep kicking it and I keep going back to it. And it's so stupid because I'm to the point where it's like I'll take like 300 milligrams some days and I don't even feel it kick in, right? And it's like, why did you do that, dummy? You don't even notice it. It's the dumbest thing to be addicted to caffeine, in my opinion. Especially if you don't feel it. It's one thing if you're getting the benefits from it and it actually does what it's supposed to do, but if you're taking that high doses of caffeine every day and you're not even getting the benefits and you're just taxing your organs for nothing, what's the point? What's the freaking point? And that's why I ask myself all the time. Damn, look at Mark going off in the comments here. I bet the pill forms of subs is worse on teeth than strips are. Why do you think that, Mark? I don't know why you would think that. I couldn't see it being any different, really. I quit smoking 19 years ago, February 18th. First major accomplishment is self-progress away from addiction. Dude, that's a huge one, man. I think smoking should be on the top of everyone's list. If you're a smoker, man, that's doing some major damage on your body. And that should be something you should really try to figure out. Sooner the better. I've known a lot of people that have conquered smoking. And that's a hell of an accomplishment right there. Because I know it's not easy. Deb says, I quit smoking but started again. Deb, don't do it, girl. My mom had to use some kind of patch. What is that patch they do for smoking? It's like a nicotine patch. She swears by that patch. Hold on a sec, guys. I'm getting a little runny here. Let's see here. Okay, Kevin, growing your beard out. The freedom beard from getting off subs. Yep. Trying to get this bad boy going. I see you got a nice beard right there in your picture. Mark says, I used kratom many times when I'd run short on pain pills for weeks at a time. After 7 to 14 days, I can't look at it. It's so gross, and I needed about 8 grams of kratom every 4 to 6 hours. It was expensive. Yeah, see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about right there, is what Mark just said. If you're to the point where you're needing to take high doses of kratom every 4 to 6 hours because of the short half-life, that's when you can get yourself in trouble, guys. And especially if it's expensive, like Mark just said it was. If you can use kratom like here and there, like keep your tolerance low, boom, that's the way to do it. Or if maybe you have if you buy like a huge amount of it so it can be cheaper. I know some people sell it in bulk, so it gets a bit cheaper if you do it that way. Rachel says, oh, Rachel's back in here. I tried kratom too when pills were low, but it didn't cut it for me. Yeah, see, it's different for everybody for sure. Rachel, you need a high dose of kratom for when it's opiate withdrawal, in my experience. Yeah, especially high dose opiate withdrawal. Just like I tell people on Suboxone, if you're coming from a high dose of Suboxone and go to kratom, you're going to need a lot of it because your tolerance is high. Yes, people I've treated have gotten off of oxy and alcohol successfully, and we just have strict dosing regimens, and none of them still take kratom or their original drug. Dude, that's awesome. There's a great kratom channel. I'm sure you guys, if any kratom people are in here watching, I'm sure you know this channel. It's called Joey Talks. I believe that's what it's called. And for somebody that wants to stay on kratom, that's your channel to watch. I'm not sure. Grounded Extracts, do you have a YouTube channel or no? But Joey Talks, if you're a kind of person that likes kratom and you want to stay on kratom, or you want to find creative ways to keep your tolerance low, go check out that channel. He's got some really good ideas as far as like rotating certain strains, and like he's just got a bunch of ideas. He's kind of like my channel with Suboxone, like all the little tips and tricks I've learned over the years. He's like the this version of but for kratom. That's cool though, man, that you've got people off of alcohol and oxy, especially. Oof. None of the mechanisms of actions have been proved on subs or kratom. Yeah, I think there's a lot of research that could still be done on both, honestly. I definitely don't like how Suboxone like kills people's teeth. That's like one of the worst things I think of when I think about Suboxone. Like that sucks because teeth are expensive. Teeth hurt. I don't know the relation as far as if kratom would do any damage to your teeth. I don't know. Obviously there's no, I wouldn't think that it would do, because it's not sitting there baking in your teeth like Suboxone does. You just swallow it or take it. But I can't say either way. I never was on kratom for a long amount, like a month or two, I think I was on it. Just side note, Grounded Extracts. So I was on a low dose of Suboxone, and I tried to take low doses of kratom to get off of it. And I tried my freaking hardest, man. I took, I think if I remember right, it was the first day I had, what was it? 7 grams. That's what it was. I had like 10 capsules laid out, which was 7 grams. Made it through the first day. Then I took like a couple days, and I went down to 9 capsules. Then I went down to 8 capsules, then to 7 capsules. And as soon as I got to 7 capsules, I was waking up every night at like 4 in the morning with insomnia, and I had restless legs. So that's why I wasn't the biggest fan of kratom for trying to taper off of Suboxone, just because it didn't work for me. You know what I mean? And I tried my hardest. I mean, I tried for a month straight to push through that next dose of tapering, and it just didn't work for me. So after getting crappy sleep for a month, I was like, screw this, dude. I'm going insane. I just got back on a low dose of Suboxone, and then I could sleep again. So that was just like my experience with it. And I wanted the kratom to work, but for me personally, it just didn't do what I needed it to do. And I think it's just because of the half-life is so short. I want to know what your opinion is on that scenario that I just talked about. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of skimming through some comments here. Trying to get caught up to you guys on the live stream here. Everything is a tool, Grounded says. Yep. These are all these things that we're talking about are just different tools are going to work better for certain different people, for sure. It's good to have as many tools in your tool belt as you can, guys, when it comes to opiate addiction. Yeah, I wish Deb had a channel too. I actually looked at her. I clicked on her channel, and I seen that she didn't have any content. Yeah, everything is different for everyone. Totally. Yep. Yeah, it's just so weird how everyone's biology is just like a lot of people. It's like I'll hear people say they get energy from Suboxone. I'm like, what energy? I just get anxiety relief. I just get chilled out by Suboxone. I never had energy from it. And then a lot of people say they get energy from it. I'm like, what? I love that Mark Brown says, if I wasn't an opiate addict, I bet Kratom would be really good. Weed gives me the panic attacks. Dude, me too. Weed freaks me out. Weed really freaks me out, guys. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Okay. Oh shit, this phone's almost dead. This old ass iPhone battery sucks. This thing was fully charged. So we've got 14 people in here now, guys. I'm thinking we'll probably try to wrap up in the next 15 minutes or so. So fire off your comments right now if you guys have them. Let's see here. Let me get caught up in the comments. You guys are doing some awesome comments in here. I appreciate everybody respectfully putting their comments in here. Even if we have difference of opinions, that's totally okay, guys, because everybody's experience is different, so it's fine. We're just having this open conversation, that's all. I think I want Sublocade. My insurance pay for it, and I don't have to dose, and it will give me pain relief for back and shoulders. I hate feeling like I need to dose every 4 to 6 hours still mentally. Oh, you're still hung up on that 4 to 6 hours, huh, Mark? That's interesting, man. I mean, if we've done a certain thing like that for so many years, but for me, like, to stop dosing Suboxone, I thought it would have been a lot harder for me emotionally to quit doing that, but it wasn't that hard for me. But yes, subs do work for pain control. That's awesome, man. Bye, Rachel B. Good to see you. The pills take so long to absorb under my tongue compared to 3 minutes. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense then what you're saying. So you're saying is if you take the, that's a cool way to think about it, Mark. I didn't really think about it like that. So what Mark is saying is that the strip, it will absorb under your tongue so much faster. So that's that much less time that you have to have it swishing around in your mouth. So I could see the theory in that. I didn't think of it that way. Shout out to you, Mark, for bringing that up. I didn't think about that. That could make sense. It does make sense to me. Ded posted a link to Joey Talks commercial channel. Thanks, Deb. The weaning and dosing and time frame has to be correct for the transition to be successful. Yeah, maybe we'll have to, like, when I have you on the channel, we'll have to go over my, like, specific attempt, and maybe you can tell me, like, where I could have done better at, because I thought I gave Kratom I gave it a very good shot. It takes longer when you're on sub trying with Kratom. A month or 2 isn't enough. So what are you saying, Marky? Like, I needed to stay on Kratom for like 6 months or what? You have to get down to 0.5 milligrams every other day to jump off to Kratom leaf for it to be effective. Okay, so you're saying, so you're not recommending people come from 16 milligrams of Suboxone and jump onto Kratom, right? You're saying you need to taper down to a low dose. The every other day thing, man, that's hard. I could never do that. I could never do every other day. I got down to 1/4 milligram, but that was every day. Like, with my metabolism being so fast, I had to have something every day or I was freaking out. But if you could go to every other day and just like suffer a day, I could see how the Kratom would be more beneficial. So that's making a little bit more sense now. Getting more details about what you're talking about and what you do. So that's good to know. I'd love to share some ideas with you. We're all on the same wavelength in what we're trying to accomplish. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we will for sure. It's really encouraging to see groups like this. Yeah, it's so freaking awesome to just like be able to go to one little page on YouTube and you're surrounded by people that are just have struggled the same struggles that you have, right? And then everyone's just trying to help each other through, help each other have a better day. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on a sec, guys. Okay. I'm just looking at some things, guys, just a moment here. We just started a YouTube channel. Barely any subscribers and only a couple. Okay, I'll check out your channel, man. And then when we have you on here, we'll push that out. We'll push that out as well. Nathan, what's up? It says day 4, no subs. Sleep ain't a thing. No, it's not. And you're right at the peak of the withdrawal at 4 days. So hang in there, my friend. Don't relapse, though, okay? Don't relapse. If you push yourself as far as you can and you're jumping off Suboxone, if you make it 4 days, what dose did you jump off of, Nathan? I always say, guys, if you push yourself as far as you can off Suboxone and you make it a week or 4 days and you just can't do it anymore, don't relapse. Just lower your Suboxone dose, cut it in half to where you were at before. If you jumped off at 16 milligrams cold turkey, come back on at 8, right? If you jumped off cold turkey at like 2 milligrams, come back on at 1 milligram, and your body will take that as the new dose. It's a great way to speed up your taper if you're tapering. If you have 4 days you can suffer and not take any Suboxone, then do it, and that will lower your tolerance a good amount in a short amount of time. Let's see here. It's so quiet in my house right now. Okay. All right, guys, what else we got here? Nathan, what dose did you jump off? Oh, I think I've seen you, Grounded Extracts. I think I might have seen you on the Marky. Was he on the video that you sent me, the longer one? I'm assuming it's the same person. Okay. And then the dentist judged the crap out of you. Yeah, I've heard some people are being judged by their dentist. I never really talked to my dentist about Suboxone. But trust me, I paid him plenty of money for work he's done on my teeth. And I go in for cleanings every 6 months religiously. And I keep my teeth looking good. And it's not easy. Oh, so Nathan tapered from 2 strips a week. 2 8 milligram strips a week. Oh, I'm almost caught up in the comments. Okay, good. I can have some live interactions with you guys. It's a long process, but it's worth it. Yeah, it's definitely a long process, man. I can definitely relate to you there. You can do it. Do you have 101 subs and 5 videos? Let's see here. I had to switch to Kratom. Okay, so Marky says, I had to switch to Kratom from subs before Iboga. I did 6 to 7 weeks and was shocked that the sun was still grabbing my soul. I'm a little confused by that. I'm not very the fast. I'm not the brightest crown in the book. Mark, you might have to break that down a little bit for me. You have to know it can be done. So you've jumped over 1 milligram a day. That can be tough. Yeah, listen to what Deb said. Take a teeny tiny piece, and if you have to, because I mean, to go without sleep, like if you're literally not sleeping anything, that could be dangerous. Sub, spell correct, bro. So let me go back and read that, Marky. Hold on. I did 6 to 7 weeks and was shocked that the sub was still grabbing my soul. Switch to kratom from sub. So he went from Suboxone to kratom before he did ibogaine. 6 to 7 weeks and was shocked that the Suboxone was still grabbing your soul. What do you mean by that, Marky? Like you were still withdrawing, or I don't know what you mean by the sub was still grabbing your soul. I'm interested to hear more about that person that just said that they jumped off and they're on 4 days no sleep. What's the dose? Nathan jumped off at 1 milligram or 16 milligrams or what? Let's talk about that a little bit more. You don't have any more and don't planning on getting more. Just a speck can let you sleep. So Deb, did he jump off of 16 milligrams or 1 milligram? I think that part's a little confusing still. Because I thought he said 2 strips. Like what was your taper process, Nathan? What dose did you how long did you taper? What dose were you on before you jumped? Get us some more details on that. I'm curious. Did you guys see that the Backstreet Boys brother, Aaron Carter, just died? That's so sad. Is it Aaron Carter? Yeah, Nick Carter's brother. And then they did a song for him in the concert, and he was like crying. That was so sad. That shit made me cry. I'm not going to lie. Even though he was on kratom, he could still feel the subs. What? That's interesting. That's way interesting. I couldn't picture that. 2 strips a week is 16 milligrams. Oh, man. Let me see how many likes we got on this video, guys. Are you guys hitting the like button on the way in here? Help your boy out. Let's see here. Okay. Let me see how many likes we got on this bad boy. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't yet seen the video about everybody share your Sublocade experience, please go hit the like button on that video because I really need that video to be seen by a lot of people who are considering Sublocade, okay? And the more likes that video has and the more comments that video has of you guys sharing your Sublocade experience, that's going to help a lot of people in the future, okay? Honestly, Sublocade has been an amazing, life-changing event for me, you guys. I feel so much better on Sublocade. I only wish that I would have done this sooner. I really do. To be able to go have a shot once a month or once every 5 weeks and not have to think about anything else, that's a blessing. I'm not worried about technically being on a substance. I don't care about that. I'm not racing to get off of Sublocade, obviously, or Suboxone. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about how I'm feeling every day. And I'm feeling really good and normal right now. I don't have highs. I don't have lows. I don't have withdrawal. I can go to the bathroom. I can have sex. Like, things are really good right now. Things are really good, you guys. I always want to stress to you that just because I'm so gung-ho on Sublocade right now, there goes my voice. Hey, did you guys notice that the phone didn't shut off today? Watch, it's going to shut off now. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Boy's voice is going roggy. So I just want to say, I know that this is mostly a Suboxone channel. Most of my subscribers are here for Suboxone content. Good lordy. So I hope you guys don't ever feel like I'm like talking down on you or making you feel bad if you're on Suboxone. I'm trying to be as open and real and raw with you guys as I can about my Sublocade experience. And if I get to the end of this, holy crap. If I get to the end of this Sublocade experience and it's not what I thought it was going to be, then you guys know I'm going to be 100% honest with you, and you guys are going to be the first people to know, right? So as of right now, I am feeling hopeful about it, and I've loved the experience that I've gotten. I've loved how many new people have commented that they got on Sublocade and that they're also doing good, and they're happy that they no longer have to watch the clock. They no longer have to take Suboxone or Kratom all day long, right? Like, that's awesome to be able to not have to think about your addiction all day. For the last 20 years, I've thought about my addiction every single day. Opiates, Suboxone, Kratom, all of them, you have to think about it. Am I going into withdrawal right now? How long will this dose get me until my next withdrawal symptoms start kicking in? You don't have to think about that stuff once you're on Sublocade, guys. So it's an expensive shot to get. It's not the coolest thing to have a little pellet-looking thing in your stomach, but I wouldn't change it for the world right now. At this moment in time, I'm extremely grateful that I have insurance that pays for this stuff. My insurance isn't going to last forever, however. So yeah, that's that. I just want to say that, guys. If you're still on Suboxone, keep trying to taper. If you know you're not going to be able to taper, then consider Sublocade if you have insurance. The Sublocade will taper you off manually over a sustained amount of time. Not sustained, that's not the right word. You know what I mean, guys. My brain's getting foggy. I've been talking for so long. Let's see here. All right, so back to Nathan here. Nathan says, I'd cut up slivers of 8 milligram strips. 2 strips last me a week and was doing that past year. Okay. So you didn't jump off 16 milligrams like I thought. So 2 strips last you a week. I think Deb had it all calculated. So if 2 strips last you a week, that's 16 milligrams. So you're taking what? 2.25 milligrams a day? Is that my math right? Something right around there? That's some quick math in my head for you. So just over 2 milligrams a day, and you cold turkeyed that. Why does Sublocade have to be a shot in the stomach? I wish it was in the shoulders. There's actually somebody that had said that they got their shot in their tricep. That's just the way that the manufacturer recommends that you put it in the abs right there, okay, in the fat area, because that's the most fatty area on your body, and Sublocade needs to be put inside your fat, not your muscle, right? So where do most people have fat? Right at their lower belly, right? That's why they do it there, Mark. If you have a lot of fat on your shoulders or your back, then the doctor could do it there, but I don't think many doctors are willing to do that unless they are very familiar with the medication. But like I said, somebody had their doctor put it in their tricep, which I wouldn't want that ball right here. But if you don't have a lot of muscle, then you're not. Because me, I don't have any fat on my arms, right? That's just where's the fat? There's no fat on my arms, so the really only place to do it is where I only have a little bit of body fat right there on my lower stomach. I could imagine the after effects from subs could last a very long time once tapering is done. So powerful. Yeah, especially the physical, like the ritual part of taking Suboxone. And that's another reason why I think Sublocade can be very beneficial, because it allows you to stop getting out of dosing every day, right? It tells your brain that you don't need to put something in your mouth every day just to be normal. That's why Sublocade, in my opinion, is another great pro about Sublocade, especially after 17 years on subs. Damn, Zach, you've been on that stuff since day one, huh? See, that might be a little bit challenging to get out of the habit. You know, once you are tapered off, it might mess with you. For me, it messed with me when I jumped off of a 1/4 milligram. I was like, I don't get to do this, you know, even though it's like stupid to say that. It was a hurdle. It's just another hurdle that obviously you're going to expect, but we just seen Reed, he did it, right? And so you guys are all following the Reed taper plan, which has been proven to work. You guys learn from channels like me, you know, what doesn't work. I've shown you guys all my failures, and I haven't deleted my videos and ran away like a little wussy boy. I'm still here showing my face every week, and I've failed you guys 4 or 5 times now, right? And I ain't going nowhere, baby. There's a lot of failures that come along with this type of content, right? If I've made so many quit dates over the years, and I've tried to stick to them and worked as hard as I could, and it didn't work for whatever reason. Maybe I wasn't ready at the time. I don't know. Whatever it is, I could have easily just never made another video or deleted my videos, but I chose not to do that because I want to keep it real with you guys. So I'm just here sharing my failures, my pros and my cons with you. I'm not a perfect person. I never claimed to be a perfect person. That's just what it is on that. Deb says, I feel okay, Zach, but I'm starting to clench my teeth and rub my tongue on my teeth, and it's kind of sore. So you're getting anxious over there, Deb, it sounds like. Deb, do you ever do any meditation? I think that might help you out if you can do that, or if you know how. No Cap, what up? Good to see you, man. No Cap always coming through towards the end of the stream. But that's fine, guys. I know that my schedule doesn't align with everybody's. Good to see you, though. Yeah, I feel a little bit, but doesn't feel bad. I won't miss my 10 p.m. dose, that's for sure. Do a little sliver before bed so I can sleep. Yeah, that will work. You can take the tiniest sliver before bed, guys. If you're going through Suboxone withdrawal, take the tiniest, 1/4 milligram, 1/2 milligram, whatever it is, and you can get a full night's sleep, and then you can try to keep pushing again after that, right? But if you're literally going 4 days with 0 sleep, that is very dangerous, my friend. As far as like if you have to drive a car or something and you don't have sleep, I'm gonna knock on wood for you. That can be very dangerous to drive on no sleep or do anything on no sleep. If you have to, I don't know, if you're a forklift driver or something and you don't have sleep, you can ram into some wall or some shit. No fat on shoulders or back, bummer. Yeah, there has to be some fat. That's where they have to inject it into. Thanks, Deb, for getting whatever that was. I didn't see what that was. You're doing awesome. If it's too rough, take your dose and start tomorrow on 0.25, I think. Oh, I remember those days, you guys, of pushing through with the taper when it got hard. Like, oh, that stuff is so hard to go through that. So if you guys are tapering right now and you're struggling, like, I know exactly what you're feeling like. Don't let the little devil on your shoulder trick you into thinking that that feeling is going to last forever, because it's not. You're just adjusting. Your body's adjusting to the new lower dose. It's normal to feel off. It's normal to feel restless and depressed and anxious. These are all normal feelings that you guys will feel when you're tapering Suboxone, okay? So don't freak yourself out. Just know that this is temporary and it will pass, and you will feel normal again once you normalize and stabilize on the next dose, whenever that is, okay? Just remember, the little devil's going to try to tempt you guys all day long. You got to think about it all day long. Don't let that little devil get you, guys. Don't let him trick you into taking more. Take as little as you need to get through the day. If you're ready to do this, it's a serious challenge to do what these guys are doing. They're tapering down to 1/4 of a milligram, you guys. It's not easy to do that. So props to you, Deb. Props to you, Nathan, that just jumped off. Zach, all you guys that are tapering, I know the struggle and I know how hard that shit is. So I'm proud of you guys. I really am. And you guys are always in here supporting me. And I'm just really thankful for you guys to be in my little group here. So keep hanging in there, you guys. You'll get there, all right? And then we can all laugh about this shit once you get past it. But nothing. Mark Brown says, "Oh, you got." Sorry, guys, my brain is just starting to go freaking haywire. You guys can probably hear my voice is getting froggy. Oh, I'm not meant for public speaking. So Marky just posted the videos that I think he was on, talking about the iboga experience. Pretty sure that's what he just posted. Let's see. No meds, no doctor, no insurance. I don't want any more meds. I'll come back next time. Yeah, 100%. Hopefully on day 11 or so without them. Yeah, just be brother. Congrats to you, though. Keep pushing, man. Just remember, it's the feeling doesn't last forever. It's just temporary. The little devil. I have days where I feel I have a bunch of little devils on my shoulder. Yep. Many of you can relate to that little devil whispering in your ear or on your shoulders, feeding you full of lies, right? And then you have the good devil on the other shoulder that's like, don't do it, man. Like your higher self, people will call it, right? Your higher vibrations. Marky says, grounded extracts, you guys hook up. It's going to be awesome for everyone. Yeah, we're definitely going to, man. Grounded, if you're still in here, if you can, man, send me an email. My email address is kickinaddiction@gmail.com. And then I've got a couple things planned coming up, but probably could have you on in like the next few weeks, if that would work for you. Oh, let's see here. Who just posted a video, Kevin? Marky did, right there in the comments above yours. He posted a link to somebody to, I think, to the video that Marky did about ibogaine. Do you see the link Marky posted right there up above you, Marky, or Mark? See, I'm getting everyone's names mixed up now. Let me check these likes real quick, guys. So, hey, we got 20 likes. All right, I can live with that, guys. Good for you. How many subscribers do we got? Let's check the subscribers. Are we going to hit 2,000 here right now? We have, drum roll please, how many subscribers? Refresh. 1995. So we're 5 subscribers away from that 2K, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, push it. Just push it. Whoever is the 2,000th subscriber, please drop me a comment and let me know who you are. I know we're close. Is there any final comments or questions? Anything you guys had? Since my voice is getting groggy, we need to wrap this up here in a minute here. Oh, wait. Sorry, I was wrong. Okay, so that's a different video that Marky posted. He just explained in the comments. Trying to get swole like you, man. Been hitting the gym. That's good, no cap. That's the best thing you can do for yourself is getting fit, getting in shape, getting jacked. Feels so good. Going in there and getting a good pump. There's not a feeling in the world that feels that way when you're walking out of the gym and you just freaking killed a session. It's like I've said it before, guys. I'm sorry. A lot of the stuff I say is repetitive. You guys love me anyway, though, right? Getting into physical fitness is the best addiction that I have ever had by a million miles. It's probably what saved my life through my opiate addiction. The only thing I really ever had to look forward to was going to the gym, you guys. That's it, and working on my physique, working on finding better ways to eat healthier and learning little tips and tricks on diets. I've been in this fitness lifestyle now for over 20 years. And when you guys see the video that I have coming up, showing you my life-changing 110-pound transformation, you guys are going to trip when you see how skinny I was before, guys. I was like a twiggy twig. Shout out to Marky Rizzo coming through with another super chat, guys. Woo! Marky coming through lately. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. Another egg white donation by Marky, my boy. Hooking it up. 5 more, baby. Lightweight, baby. Yeah, buddy. Ronnie Coleman right there. Oh, that's funny, man. Marky, thank you, dude. I really appreciate you coming through like that. You're the man. Coming through with the $5 super chat, baby. I always picture every time I say baby, I'm picturing Ronnie Coleman. Lightweight, baby. I do that in my gym too, out loud. I like scream that shit out loud. People are always laughing at me. No Cap says, I tell everyone in the clinic about your channel. I hope your channel grows. Dude, thank you. Yes, that reminds me. If you guys are able to, if you have a friend or a relative, or if you have some kind of groups on Facebook or whatever, if you have some way that you could share, like if a video of mine like sounds like something that you could share with somebody in your life, please share it, because that will really help the channel grow, guys. If you can, obviously the likes really help the channel grow, and then sharing with whoever you think might need to see my channel's message. Please share it, guys, because I mean, there's other channels, out there that I've seen that have like blown up, with tons of subscribers. And I'm like, how the hell did they do that? I've been making videos for 4 years and I'm not even at 2,000 yet. What the hell's going on here? So yeah, guys, if you can share this message with somebody that needs to hear it. Worst case scenario, they make some new friends here in the chat with us. So thank you for doing that, No Cap. I appreciate it. I know I had invisible lat syndrome after one workout. No Cap, laugh out loud. Plain Lil, sorry, I can't say that name. Plain Lilo Me. Oh, I got it. So proud of you. Rock on, and kudos to your contribution to the rest of us. Hey, that's a very sweet comment. Thank you. Thank you. Deb says, I do old lady exercise. Deb, that is just fine. My mom always works out at home. She watches like those Jane Fonda type workout videos at home, and she loves it. So you don't have to go bang out the weights in the gym like I do, guys. Any type of exercise, running, you can get the runner's high from just running around the neighborhood, or going out and watching the sunset before it goes down. Like, it doesn't have to be the kind of fitness I'm talking about to make it worthwhile, guys. Oh, Mark Brown coming through with another super chat here, baby. He says, what does that say? Get up. $5 super chat from my man, Mark Brown. Thank you, brother. With the killer beard picture right there. You guys see it pop up. Big old flash on the screen right there. Mark Brown, I appreciate you, man, and your comments. And I know you've been kind of struggling a little bit lately with the, getting the psychological parts of switching over to Suboxone down. But just keep at it, man. Do whatever you need to do, but just know that we're always here for you, man. And whatever you need, dude, I'll always make sure I respond to your comments and try to help you as best as I can, or give you whatever tips or tricks I know of. Like, you guys can all see in the comment section that I'm working a lot at responding to everybody's comments. Like on my solo live stream days, I'm here responding to every single question or comment you guys have. So I appreciate the super chat, man. It lets me, you guys let me know that you appreciate the hard work that I do for you guys here on the channel. So if you're watching this on the replay crew and you appreciate what I do, you can send a super sticker or a Venmo donation. There's a link in my description, or Cash App too. I have a link for that as well, guys. And just remember that whatever donations I get, I'm going to be putting towards bettering the content on this channel. So just remember that, guys. It's just going to go right back to the channel. Whatever I get from you guys, it's just going to go towards improving the content, because I want to start improving the content and making higher quality stuff for you guys as well. So thank you for any of you that have contributed. You guys are very appreciated. That beard is epic, bro. Yeah, that's a killer beard. I don't think I could ever grow my nut that long. How long did it take you to grow that long, Mark? Gosh, I think that would take at least a year, right? That's a killer beard right there. I'm over here like getting in beard season. I keep rubbing my beard now. Got my gray hairs coming in. Do you guys think I should keep growing this? That's the only hair I can grow, right? I'm bald, so I got to do something here. The girl that I'm dating, she's like, that beard looks good on you. I like it at that length. I'm like, you just trying to blush me out. Thanks, Deb. It's a cool community that we talk men's health all the time. Yeah. I don't think you were here earlier, Mark, but I was just saying, like, I hope, because I noticed that you'd made a couple comments about like the tattoo video. Like, I really hope that I'm not offending anybody with videos like that. You guys all know, you guys know me, you know my personality. You guys know that I would never try to make anybody feel like they were lower than anybody else. Like, I'm all about propping each other up. So if for whatever reason somebody ever sees any of my videos, whether I'm talking about addiction or tattoos or toxic relationships or whatever, if you take offense to that, please, like, don't do that. Because I'm not meaning to put anybody down ever on this channel, right? I'm all about bringing each other up. Okay, guys? So I just wanted to, as soon as I rewatched that tattoo regret video, I thought maybe some people might take, I could see how some people could take offense to that video. Guess what I'm kind of feeling right now, Deb? Let's see if you can guess it. Let's see if Deb can guess what I'm feeling right now. There's a feeling that I'm feeling right now. Let's see if she can guess it. Oh, it's sweet. Deb says, she says, I'll send a Cash App after, Kev. Yeah, Deb, if you do that, I'll be on here thanking you like I always do. That's freaking, and just a side note, Deb, you have been my #1 supporter. I've got to say, like, out of everybody on the channel, you've shown me the most love, as far as obviously right here on the live stream and helping out, but also with your donations that you send every week. You send me a $20 donation every week, and that's amazing of you to do that. I know that you don't have to do that, and I don't expect you to do that ever, but the fact that you do it anyway, like, that's incredible to me, that you value what I'm doing here for the community. Thank you, Deb, for doing that. Let's see here. No offense to tattoos, and if you send, if anybody sends a Cash App, I'm going to be shouting you guys out every week. I always take notes of anybody who does any donation, guys, even if it's freaking 10 cents. I'll be on here thanking you. Okay. Nothing wrong with gray hair. Hell no. No, nothing wrong with gray hair at all. I think there's a lot of guys that really look handsome with gray hair, for sure. I have, like, the hair that I do have, there's a lot of it that's gray right here from all my stressful relationships and my addictions. as I mentioned a little bit earlier, there's some videos coming up soon, guys. Some different videos. I'm going to be talking about some other like toxic relationship stuff, and I'm going to be sharing some like steroid addiction stuff that I've talked about a little bit, but I want to talk about that a little bit more since I'm so big into fitness. So just going forward, you guys know I'm cranking out the videos lately. I've been working my ass off putting videos together and just coming up with video ideas. So if you see a video that you're not interested in, just skip right over it. Don't even worry about it, guys. So I'm seeing that there's some videos, like the workout videos that I put together. What's funny is that it took me like hours and hours to put together like shoulder video. I had to edit it, find music, like put all the talking points in there. It took me so many hours to make that video, the shoulder workout video and the leg day video, and I had like 80 people watch it. I was like, what? If I put a Suboxone video out, that shit's going to get like 300 views. So, and I understand, guys, you guys are all here for what you're here for. So I'm not getting mad that nobody watches my fitness videos. But I'm just saying, in the future, if you see a video topic that you don't really care about, then just glaze over it, guys. I think we're going to keep Wednesday's talk live streams to what we've been sticking with. I've toyed around the idea of doing maybe like a Saturday or a Sunday stream. You guys have heard me talk about that. I haven't committed to that yet. I think you are tired and your voice is burning out. Yeah, that too. Let's see if she guessed it though. We only took. So what I was going to say, Deb, was I was feeling is I was actually kind of feeling my shot kicking in a little bit. Remember the 6 hour mark? We're literally coming up on 6 hours in like 10 minutes. So I can kind of feel my Sublocade shot kicking since I just got it 6 hours ago. Remember how we were on the first week's live stream and it was the 6 hour mark and it hit me so hard, like all at once? I have like a quarter of that feeling right now. Like I can kind of feel it kicking in. I thought you would guess that I was going to have that kick in because remember how big of a deal I made out about that the first time? Because it scared the crap out of me. Hold on a sec, guys. Looks like we're losing some people now. We're down to 8 people here. This is where we see who's really here for the long haul. Who's going to go 3 hours tonight with your boy? Wow, and third shot. Yep. Yeah, I think it's because I pushed the shot out, so I could feel I was getting a little low, where I was like emotional all week. Like I cried a few times this week, and I usually don't cry. So I could tell that I was like, my body was like, yeah, you could go for a dose right about now. Deb says, my hair looks like crap, but I don't care. I ain't had hair for freaking since I was 25. Been buzzing my head for 16 years. Whew. Marky says, I look handsome with gray hair. Yes, you do, my friend. I remember seeing you on that live stream we did. Yeah, I think gray hair really just shows like there's a certain like elegance to it. Especially if like guys are like, you can tell they take care of themselves. You know what I mean? There's like wisdom in gray hair. You can see that person has some life experience. I wish my beard would be all white. My beard turned gray, white, black, red in my early 30s. That's what's weird too. My beard was like reddish for a long time. And it would be weird because like the longer it got, it went more like reddish. Is that normal? In my early 30s, in my middle 40s, and it won't turn all white yet. What do you think? Maybe another 5 or 10 years and it'll go all the way you want it? We only look down on people when we're trying to pick them up. I like that, Marky. That's badass, man. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say it like that. That's a good way to say it. I'm happy I don't have a beard. No offense to tattoos. I love it. Yeah, and I thought that was cool how you told, you said like, I guess I should have put more emphasis on like people aren't going to regret like meaningful tattoos that actually. And see, for me, I've always been such a like superficial person. It kind of sucks to say that, but it's true. So I've always just like went for like the looks. Like when I've dated women, I prioritized looks above everything else. I know a lot of men can relate to that, but I've always just like really went for what I thought looked good, right? So my tattoos never really had like deeper meaning to them, and I think that's why I have so much regret about them. And so, like, if people are out there, you know, getting stuff for their aunt that died, or, you know, like deeper meaning stuff, or like lost loved ones, then obviously you're probably not going to regret that kind of stuff. Not nearly as much as having some doodling on your arm like I did. You guys know I don't take myself too seriously. I'm always laughing at myself. So we can all laugh along, baby. I gotta freaking pee, you guys. Oh, Deb just got another bot for me. Oh, looks like we got a little bit more people in here. 12 people. Let's see here. Yeah, I didn't think that would happen again either, Deb. Yeah, I'm a little surprised right now. So it's safe to assume that this is going to be like my peak at the 6-hour mark. So I'm trying to gauge how I feel right now. Let me look around the room, see if anything looks different. The lights actually do look a little different, guys. I'm probably overthinking it now, but what can I say? You guys have anything off topic you want to talk about real quick before we get off of here? Somebody shoot out some random ass. Let's talk about some random shit for the last 10 minutes, guys. Let's do that. Throw some comments or questions about anything, you guys. Something going on in the world. If you have a question about your cheating husband or wife, if you want to ask me about some car shit, Corvettes, I'm all about the car lifestyle. Motorcycles, anybody drive any motorcycles, R1s? UFC fight this weekend. Oh, who's fighting? You know who's my favorite UFC fighter? What's her name? Holly Holm. She's such a badass for head kicks. Yeah, let's talk about some different stuff, guys. This will be fun. Let's just everybody throw out some random comments. Check your viewer count. It looks like 13. Are we at 13 right now? We got 13 people in here. That card does look like a limo now. Dude, this card tattoo used to be that big because my leg was that big, right? And now that I'm all buffed up, it's like that long. That shit is funny. Sub count, I mean. Oh, let me check my sub count and see if we got any more on the stream. Nope, we're still at 1995, guys. We need 5 more subscribers to get to 2,000. Let's see. Hold on. Dave just said he sent me a Venmo donation. Let me check. Oh, we got a huge, generous donation, guys. David Dalzell, my man, sent $100. $100 Venmo. Thank you, good sir, for the incredible donation. I'm not sure if I dare to read what he's going through right now. Hold on a sec here, guys. Let me skim through his message real quick. So shout out to you, good sir. That is awesome, amazing. David, you're the man. Thank you. You left an amazing comment sharing your Sublocade. David just got on Sublocade recently, you guys. So if you want to go see his comment, go to the official Sublocade, share your experience video, and look for David. And he left an incredible comment, guys. Like when you guys are sharing your Sublocade experience, like I said in that video, leave as many details as you guys can. All right. Let's see here. Hold on 2 seconds, guys. Let's see here. I'm going to thank him on Venmo right now. Hold on a sec, guys. David, are you in here watching live? I said, I'm on here. I'm talking about you right now in the live stream. Tell me if you guys see David in the chat, guys. I always send a message to everybody that sends me a donation on Venmo or Cash App. Freaking super sweet. You guys have been amazing to me this week with the donations and super chats. Like, especially where I'm not working right now, guys. Like, I don't need money, right? Obviously, but trust me, it helps. It helps me want to keep making content for you guys. Just knowing that you guys appreciate me. So thank you guys for all showing me love. You guys are the best. You guys are really the freaking best. Shout out to my boy, David. That is incredible, man. That's an incredible donation. Incredible donation. Do you guys think I should invest this money into, I can buy a year's worth of StreamYard and get rid of this damn StreamYard sign. It'll get rid of that. And it will also let me do high definition streaming, because right now it's only doing like 720. But if I do high def, it's going to be full HD. Should I do that, or would it be better for me to get 2 computers set up and then do reaction videos? What would you guys rather see me do? What do you think would be better for the channel? Deb. Deb says, at least you're not panicking like the first time. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, the first day that I got my first Sublocade shot, exactly at the 6-hour mark, which is exactly where I'm at right now at this second. I got my 3rd Sublocade shot 6 hours ago, and I can kind of feel it kicking in a little bit. But the first time, guys, I was on a live stream with you guys like this. It was right near the end of the live stream as well, just like we are now. And it just, boom, it just hit me like 24 milligrams of Suboxone, just bam, all at once. And I didn't know that could happen, right? I'd never experienced that before. And it scared the hell out of me, you guys. I mean, I like paused and I looked down for a second. I remember I touched my cross and I said, Jesus, please get me through this. I don't know what this feeling is, but it scared me bad, you guys. And I just said a little prayer and just took a few deep breaths, and that feeling went away. I thought it was going to keep going. I was like, oh my gosh, like it felt so heavy. Have you guys ever felt like a huge Suboxone dose kicking in like all at once? I don't really know how you would feel like that, because when you take it orally, it kind of just kicks in over an hour or two, right? But it just blasted me hard, and it scared me so bad. I thought it was going to keep coming. That's why I was so scared. I was like, slow down. I'm like, what if I was on here live with you guys and I'm like, you're all, come on. What would you guys do? I'm going to knock on wood. I don't want to curse myself. Watch me like, oh my God. Let me get back to some comments. You guys are awesome, dude. David, thank you, man. That was an incredible donation support. Thank you, man. All right, let me get back to some comments. I missed some. Let's see here. So yeah, if some of you guys are new to Sublocade and you're on your first day, that's probably the only time it could ever happen is on your first day. If you feel like a rush of Sublocade or Suboxone kicking in, just know that it goes away after like a couple minutes. So just, I guess, enjoy the ride if that happens to you guys. Don't let it freak you out like it did me, because I had not heard anybody talk about that. That's why I'm being so detailed about all these little tiny details of my Sublocade experience, because I never had anybody do that for me, right? Like, there's only people making like short posts on Reddit or a couple random small short videos that aren't very detailed on YouTube. I want to be the channel that anybody considering Sublocade can go to, and they can get unlimited amount of details, right? But all I can do is share my experience. So not everybody's going to have the same experience that I do. Show us that calf whip. You don't want to see that shit, Marky. Oh, what did he say on that? Or he said something about, oh, I can't remember what your comment was, Marky, on the tattoo video. What does that say? Edizania versus Pierre Poirier? Is it Pierre Poirier? Is it? I thought it was Dustin Poirier, or is there another Poirier? Stacked cards should be fun. All right, let's get back to the random comments, guys. Fire off some random shit. Ask me some random stuff. Just don't ask me about politics because I don't want to piss anybody off. And I don't know much about politics anyway. I try to just keep to my own life, and like I don't like to let outside world things affect my day to day, because if I can't change it directly, then I don't want to worry about it, right? Like it sucks that there's a war going on right now, but there's nothing I can do about it. So why do I want to lose sleep over that? You know what I mean? Like I had to catch myself when that war first started going off. I mean, I was kind of losing it, like worried that I was going to start hearing bombs going off outside, right? And I know if you watch the news, like that shit can haunt you. You can have nightmares about this stuff, and it can ruin your day if you're worried about external circumstances. I just try to worry about what I can take care of, what I can actually have control over in my day-to-day. If there's not something that I can't directly take care of myself, then I don't want to worry too much about it. Deb says, I love motorcycles, but I haven't had one for 3 years. What kind of motorcycles do you have? Huge UFC fan, pumped for this one. You know who I want to see, you guys? I want to see, who do I want to see? Oh, I want to see, what's that new guy that just kicked that other guy's butt? Kevin? Kevin got beat by, what's his name? Hamza or something like that. I want to see him fight. What's the other guy? The guy that beat all the other guys. What's his name? He beat Poirier. He beat Dustin like nothing, right? Oh, what's his name? You guys know who I'm talking about. I want it to be Kazmat, or however you say his name, and then he's also from the same like country, I think. Somebody post it. No, Kazmat is the one. No, that's not what I'm talking about. He beat Conor McGregor, and he said, let's talk now, as he was beating him up. What's that guy's name? Do you guys know who I'm talking about, that beat up Conor McGregor? And as he was beating him up, he's like, let's talk now, because Conor was always talking crap on his family and stuff. And he's from, I think he's from Russia. That's who needs to fight. That Kazmat dude looks crazy good. What's his name? I can't remember his name. You guys posted him there. Khabib, yes. Yeah, but he needs to come out of retirement. I know he's got his own like fighting business, but dude, because isn't Khabib, he's undefeated, right? So if they could pay Khabib enough to come, I want to see Khabib whoop that guy, because I don't like how crazy that guy's personality is and how he's just kind of disrespectful to everybody. I think Khabib would whoop his butt, but maybe not. What do you guys think? Yeah, he's the new Khabib. You're right. I want to see Holly Holm come kick somebody in the head again. That was awesome when she used to do that crap. What do you guys think about, what's her name? What's the lady champ? She got beat by Amanda. Or wait, no, Amanda's the champ again, right? Nunes? How she lost to the other girl, and then she came back and beat her. That was crazy. That was like a fluke, you could tell. Nunes is beast mode, man. Amanda Nunes is crazy good. Khabib's prodigy. Gosh, I wish those guys could fight. That would be such an awesome fight. What other kind of stuff can we talk about, you guys? What else do you guys have? However you spell it. Haven't had a TV in 3 years? What? Oh, TV. I thought you meant motorcycle. David hasn't been on here yet. Dang, I wish he would get on here so I could thank him. I let him know on the Venmo donation. I told him I was on here talking about him now. But it sounds like David is doing really good with, and his doctor cut him off right away from Suboxone, and they told him, you're not going to need it. They gave him the 300 milligram shot. And he said that he's just struggled for many years trying to taper off Suboxone. And he says, like, it's just such a blessing for him to be able to go away from that, right? I thought it was kind of funny. I was talking to my doctor today, and we were talking about like how expensive Sublocade is and stuff, and how I was talking to Dr. Ken Starr last week, and I brought it up, and he didn't know about it either. My doctor didn't know about it either today when I brought it up. I was like, have you heard about Cam 2038? And he's like, what's that? And I said, it's going to be like the generic version of Sublocade coming up. And he hadn't even heard of it. And I'm like, damn, how do I know this stuff? And you guys don't know this stuff. And you doing this stuff. So it's just cool to be able to, like, you know, you get so much help from your doctor, but to be able to like give them some value or some information that they might not have known about. Another thing I was talking about my doctor today, I was like, I'm talking to a lot of people on my YouTube channel, and they're saying that their doctors are starting to work with them as far as lowering their Sublocade dose since they're on a lower Suboxone dose. And he's like, yeah, you know, honestly, I'm really considering your case and how well you're doing. And I think going forward, I'm going to be able to do what we did for you. You know, like I could tell I was kind of his test dummy a little bit, but I basically sold him on the idea of why I thought it would work, and it worked, and it did work. And now he's going to use my experience to help others who are on lower doses of Suboxone, and they can't taper off, right? So I just thought that was so cool of him to tell me that he's going to use my situation to be able to help other people who were stuck on lower doses of Suboxone. I was just like, yeah, it's working. This message is growing, baby. You know, just helping people out there have options, like the guy was talking about earlier, tools. We all need tools, as many tools as we can get in our tool belt. Certain things are going to work better for others. Some people need kratom, some people need Suboxone, some people need Sublocade, some people need to just go through withdrawal and deal with it, right? Like, it's different for all of us, guys. So as many tools as we can have, as many detailed experience videos like this as we can have, it's just going to help that many more people in the future. And shout out to you guys. This is now the longest stream we have ever done on this channel. 3 hours and 6 freaking minutes. Woo! Woo! You guys getting sick of me yet or what? I don't want you guys to get sick of me on my channel for me posting too much. You guys think I'm posting too many videos? Let me know what you guys think. Even if you're watching on the replay, let me know. If you guys think I need to slow down the videos, maybe. Are you guys getting sick of seeing my face pop up every day? I'm surprised this is not like warm by now. It's been 3 freaking hours. Mark Brown says I took an extra 8 milligram strip of sub a month ago to me, but at 24 milligrams, it made me a little panicky. Oof, yeah, that could be scary feeling. At 24 milligrams, it made you panicky. Prayer helps. Prayer helps, you guys. Oh my goodness. I can't tell you guys how many times I've been like in a risky, scary situation and I've prayed and it's got me through, you guys. Like, I don't want to go like religious on you on this channel. But if you believe in that higher power, use it, because yeah, just it's worth it, you guys. Prayer helps. It really does. I think it'll be just a real technical fight. Hopefully not boring, not technical stand-up chess match. Maybe Izzy points out, but I just hope as far as we all know Poirier. Yeah. I don't know many of those other people you mentioned. I always just kind of know like the main people. Izzy is Kevin's dog's name. Yeah, my dog's name is Izzy. Izzy's last couple fights have sucked, almost like he's scared to get hit. You know who's scared to get hit? Kyler Murray out there on the football field against my Seahawks. Boy, he was looking scared on Sunday. Whew. Speaking of that, how about them Seahawks? 6-3 with a freaking backup quarterback? Are you kidding me? Damn, my Seahawks are surprising me this year. Deb is at a Kawasaki and a Honda. Like dirt bikes or street bikes? It would be nice to see Khabib and Chimera. Yeah, dude. Khabib, I love how classy Khabib is. Like, I don't know, something about that kind of personality is awesome. I actually have a good buddy that's a professional fighter. He just fought here last weekend. I don't know if he won. I didn't look. I was supposed to go, but I was sick this last weekend. His name is Trevor. I'd always forget his last name. He's in Utah. Trevor. Oh, I have brain farts, you guys. He actually kind of looks like me, too. He's got all the tattoos, and he kind of just looks like me. Trevor. Oh, my God. I can't remember his last name right now. Oh, that would be cool. Ronda come back for one more match? Yeah, that would be great. I think she got scared when she got beat down by Amanda Nunes. I think that's what happened to her, right? She got scared by that because Amanda Nunes just ragdolled her. I thought Charles was unbeatable. That broke my heart, not going to lie. Yeah, I remember when I saw, when I watched my girl get beat by Amanda Nunes, I was like, oh. It's so sad when you see your favorite fighters just getting punked like that. It's like, no. When Holly Holm got beat by Amanda Nunes, I was so sad. I don't know why I like Holly so much. Just because her style is so different. I don't know what it is about her. She's like always been like the underdog, I think, for a lot of years. $540 you bet on that fight, Marky? Is that what you're saying? Mark Brown says, Kevin, Sublocade should make you the spokesperson and pay you nicely. Dude, that's true. They should. Sublocade, if you're looking for a representative that has experience with Sublocade, feel free to reach out to me. My email address is in the description link below. Thanks, Mark. That's sweet of you, man. You got me over here blushing a little bit. I really think who would be better than me is Kevin C. Speaking of him, where is he? I was hoping he said he was going to be on here. Kevin C, man, that guy is the one that Sublocade should definitely make the spokesperson. Because you guys seen how his story, I mean, he's been through it all the way, right? I'm still deep. I'm still in the Sublocade lifestyle. He came and gone. He experienced and went. That's why I love to have him around, because he has a lot of experience with Suboxone, with opiate addiction, with Sublocade, you know. And he's got wisdom with age too. He's older than me, so I can look up to him as like a big brother, right? That's kind of the vibe I was getting with Kevin when I was talking to him. It was like, he could be like my older brother or uncle or something. He's a cool dude, cool freaking dude. And you guys missed the start of the show. Like, Kevin C and his whole family sent me a Venmo donation. Like, that is like the sweetest thing that I think has happened to me probably all year. Like, when I kept getting an email notification, like, Emma has sent you a Venmo, and like Caitlin, and I was like, when he told me, he's like, I'm gonna send this to my family, I was like, that's sweet, man. You don't need to worry about it though. I mean, you don't, but he's just so into like trying to help spread this message and like grow this channel. Like, that's just the way he did that. I was so like, it just like it really brought a lot of emotion out of me that somebody would actually do that for little old me, you know. Very, very thoughtful. When I bought my house, you should have seen the mortgage company bugging out about the 10 grand I won off of MAAB. Damn, Mark, you going deep. Bowling. I had to scan and send money orders to these effers for proof. I bet that's a lot. That's a chunk. Mark, you laughing my ass off. That's freaking hilarious, man. Dang, I wish David would hop on here and chat with us for a minute. I want to know how he's doing. I got to go pee, you guys. I've been holding this for a while. Give me just a minute, guys. Put in your final comments, guys. Let's wrap this up in the next 5 or 10 minutes, okay? I'll be back. Oh, sorry about that, guys. That was a long break. All right. Do we still got anybody left in here? Sorry about that. Oh, my buns are sore. This metal chair is not working out too well. These big booty buns. All right, I'm back. You guys want to chat for a little bit longer? Round 2. Let's go. All right. I don't see many more comments. Are you guys done chatting with me now? You want to wrap this up? I'll wait just another minute or two, see if we have any more comments coming in. No more questions, comments, jokes, anything left? Anybody got any gas left in the tank? Is this thing even still going? Yep, it is. No comments. You guys are done with me. You're sick of me. Let me check one more time real quick the subscribers, see if we got there or not. Where's it at here? No, we're still 5 subscribers short. We need 5 more subscribers to get that 2K mark, ladies and gents. Who will the lucky 5 be? Deb, are you out of here? I don't see you posting for a while. You still here? Mark says, thank you for all you do, Kevin in chat. Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us for a while. It was nice to see you in here for a bit tonight. Hold on a sec, guys. Let me backtrack and make sure I didn't miss nothing here. Are you leaving, Mark? Or are you just saying bye to me because you know I'm about to roll out here soon? Let's see here. Scrolling back. So before I wrap up here, guys, I want to make sure I thank the people who sent a super chat today on the live stream. So we had Marky Rizzo come through with 2 donations today on the live stream. Shout out to you, brother. Mark Brown came through with a donation as well. Shout out to you, my friend. And also we had Robin. I hope I'm probably saying your name wrong, but I know that was Roberta. Changed your name last week. So shout out to you 3 that sent a super chat today. As I mentioned earlier, if you guys are watching this on the replay, if you ever find any value in what I do and you're catching this on the replay crew, you're more than welcome to send a super sticker, or if Venmo works best for you, or Cash App. I have all the links in the description box. That would help me out greatly, guys. Never required though, okay? So don't feel like you ever need to. Deb says, thank you, Kev. You are loved and appreciated. Aw, she put 3 hearts in there. Thanks, Deb, you little sweetie. Keep going with your taper, Deb. I'm really proud of you and Zach. I'm not sure if he's still in here listening, but you guys are just kicking this taper right in the butt. I know you're really at the harder parts of it, especially now where you're getting next to freaking crumbs. So just remember that the crappy days aren't going to last forever, okay? Let's see here. Not yet. I know you're rolling out soon. Okay, I got you, brother. I'm here, but I don't know about. Oh, so Deb's just chilling since we're on the MMA stuff. Okay, I wasn't sure if you'd left or not. Shout out to YouTube for grappling. Yeah, YouTube gets down. Yeah, shout out to YouTube. That's freaking hilarious, man. Yes. Oh my gosh. Shout out to YouTube for censoring dangerous information, right? Mark says, Kevin, you should do a $5 membership if people want to become members. Oh, actually, that's funny you say that. I recently thought about that. But what would I offer for the members? Like, what should I do? Should I make like only certain videos available for them, or like what would you guys see value in that I would feel okay with charging somebody $5 a month for? I mean, a lot of you guys just donate that anyway, but for nothing, obviously, just my handsome beard here, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, like what do you think, or what are other channels doing for, like, if they're doing memberships, what could I do to set that up? Mikey, my man, how are you doing, brother? He comes in at 3 hours and 21 minutes. I'm on replay, crew. Sorry, tons of work. You're good, brother. I'm just glad to see you popping in here. Hopefully you're doing okay, man. I know you've been going through some struggles. We get our name in green. Your videos are the value. Oh my God, Mark, you're gonna melt my heart over here. So what do you mean? Like, if you're in the live chat, it shows your name in green? That's a cool feature. I didn't know it did that. I might need to look into that, Mark. Most channels I'm members of get names in the green, and then each month the color changes. That's cool. So like when you're in the live chat, everybody can see that you're like a sponsor basically of the show. Is that what you're saying? What about like on comments on the replay? Does it show anything different that way? Yes, the name goes green in the chat. That's cool, man. Dude, I didn't know about that. So it's just like a little cool little side thing. It just shows, hey, I love this channel. That's cool, man. Thanks for bringing that up. I really appreciate it. It's super interesting how the channel has, like, just even getting monetized this year was like mind blowing to me, that they would even though YouTube doesn't freaking pay me crap, like outside of your guys' donations, I would get like maybe $30 a month maximum for all the YouTube ad revenue. Like, they don't pay you crap for this stuff. So without your guys' donations, like, I would literally not get jack crap. So shout out to all you guys who have ever donated in the past. You guys are all like my hardcore supporters. But it's cool to see, like, people like Mark, recommending different ways that I could possibly make a little bit of income on the side or whatever. That's awesome, man. Thank you for bringing that up. I've seen other people talk about it on their channels, like membership groups, and I just want to, like, make sure that you guys are getting something out of it. I like how you said that you're what did you say? The content is the value or something like that. Like, that's freaking sweet of you to say, man. Your videos are the value. That was awesome. Thank you for saying that. You guys are being sweet up in here. Don't make me get emotional up in here. Trust me, guys, I've been emotional all week, so hopefully I can calm down a little bit now that I got my shot today. It's a way to support the content creator. That's awesome, man. Dang right, I love this channel. I watch all your ads to give you extra. Damn, Deb, you do? I seen that. There was like one video, you guys. Tell me what you guys are seeing, please, because I seen one video. It had like an ad every like 3 minutes. Is that what you guys are freaking seeing? And then I see most of the videos. It shows that there's like one ad like every half an hour. Like, how many ads are you guys seeing on my channel? Can you please let me know? Because I don't put the ads in. YouTube just does it automatically. I don't know what ads they're putting on here or how many they're putting, but it does it automatically, right? And one video I seen, it was like ad 3 minutes, ad 6 minutes, ad 9 minutes. Are you guys seeing that many ads? If so, how in the hell are you staying here for so long watching so many ads? Mark says, I don't get ads. I have YouTube Premium. Yeah, that's how I am. Like, I can't stand ads, you guys. So, like, I would gladly give YouTube $10 or $20 a month to skip ads. Okay, so Deb says it's not every 3 minutes. Okay, good. Because when I seen that, I was like, what? You're going to torture my crew like that? I hope you guys aren't seeing ads every 3 minutes on my channel. If you are, please let me know. Because I don't like that at all, especially if they're paying me $30 a month. That's a ripoff for you guys. Mikey, what up, Big Kev? Seahawks are 6-3. I know you were just talking about that, man. Do you guys think we're going to beat the Buccaneers, though? They're kind of warming up right now. I feel like I think Tom Brady's like starting to warm up at the right time of the season. So we got a big game this Sunday against the Buccaneers. And did you guys notice that it's in Germany we're playing? That is so freaking cool that we're traveling over to Germany to play a football game. So if you guys are Seahawks fans out there, Seahawks are playing this bright and early too. Mountain time is 7:30 this Sunday. It's the only game on that's that early in the morning. Mikey says, I drink egg whites before. Delicious. Dude, I love my egg whites. I pounded them already. This thing was full earlier. I canceled YouTube Premium when they censored me. How did they censor you, Deb? What? See, I get actually a really good deal, you guys. I think I pay for YouTube Music, and I get YouTube Premium for free. So if you guys are looking for a good music platform to listen to music, like every song you could ever want, it's on YouTube Music. I think that's what it's called. Let me double check. My voice is toast, you guys. Woo! Yeah, YouTube Music. So I think if you pay for YouTube Music, I think they give you YouTube Premium for free. And so that's a huge value, right? To never have to watch commercials and to have your unlimited streaming music for, I think, 10 or 20 bucks a month. That's a deal. Oh, my butt is so sore, you guys. This freaking chair is killing me. I drink egg white. Brady has a ton of off-field stuff on his mind, so you have a chance. Yeah, his life is in shambles right now. I feel bad for that guy. It's crazy how much of like your family life can have such an impact on your work, right? That poor guy's got to be. I mean, he looked like he lost a bunch of weight too. He's probably really stressed, man. He has this like picture perfect family his whole life, and then it's all just kind of falling apart right now, and the news is all over it. That's sad, dude. Sunday at 9:30, we're drinking Bloody Mary, bitches. My Uncle Butch. Dude, I had an uncle named Butch. He passed away. Uncle Butch. He was a good dude. And he was a big-time boozer. He was always drinking and driving. I was like, dude, Uncle Butch is in town from Colorado. Yeah, I miss my Uncle Butch. I was actually, you guys probably don't remember this, but when I was in Idaho, I missed my Uncle Butch's funeral. And I was like, it was on the day... It was the first time I tried to quit Suboxone from 3 milligrams. I got on and I said that I missed my uncle's funeral because I was over in Idaho because I moved out there. Because I was really focusing on my sobriety when I moved to Idaho. So I was all emotional about it. Yeah, premium includes music and no ads. Yeah, if you guys are ever like, if you guys never looked into YouTube Premium and you're sick of watching ads, like I watch a lot of YouTube all day. So, Deb, I don't know how much YouTube you watch, but I freaking I hate seeing ads. Like when I used to have, I don't remember what music service it was. I would hear like a McDonald's commercial between every song, and I was so bugged by that. Some people don't. I guess some people don't mind, but that's sweet of you, Deb, that you listen to my ads, so they give me a little bit. They give me a little bit more. What kind of ads are you guys seeing on my channel, or is it just like totally random? I'm on a digital detox, but I checked in for the homies. That's awesome. So what, like no social media? Is that what you're saying? Or like everything? TV and everything? Yeah, I don't do social media at all. If you guys ever ask, like, if I do social media, I don't do social media. I cannot stand like Instagram, Facebook, all that crap. I don't do it. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything here, guys. Hold on a sec. Update my emails. The ads are random. How long of a digital detox do you do, Marky? Dude, that's a good idea. I bet that. I know Dr. Chris Park always talks about what's he call it? There's a name for it. Dopamine fasting type stuff. Is that kind of what you're going for? I think that's how he says it. I can't remember the way he terminalizes the words. It's something like that, like dopamine fasting or something like that. You guys might remember better than I do. Shout out to Dr. Chris Park, man. That guy's awesome. I love that dude. Let's see. I never watch TV unless it's with my wife. I watch more YouTube than anything. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. If you guys are ever looking for a good Netflix show to kill some time, go watch, what's it called? Ozark. Oh my goodness. There's like 3 or 4 seasons. I'm literally like waiting for the next episode to come out. That show will, it's not like a feel-good show though. There's a lot of like killings and stuff, like robberies and stuff like that, like shady stuff, but it is so addicting to watch that show. If you guys haven't seen the Ozarks on YouTube and you need something to kill some time, if you're trying to go through Suboxone withdrawal, that's something that could kill out some time for sure. I love watching that show. But mostly I just watch football. I used to call it on Sundays. I would always use Sundays to taper my next dose, so I would call it Suffer Sundays, where it's a day when I can just lay on the couch all day and watch football, and that keeps my mind off of like when I was tapering down to the next dose. So maybe if you guys are working on your Suboxone taper, maybe find a day like that you can find time to just, you know, kick it and bullshit all day and not really care about getting stuff done. I think that really helped me, like having football to watch all day and night, just got my mind off of the taper and stuff. So maybe you guys have a day like that during the week, you know, whenever it is. If you can find a day that you don't have to be social, that's usually the best day to do like a taper down to the next step. Oh my God, my voice is hammered. 3:33, guys. I cannot believe we have been on this freaking long. And why hasn't StreamYard kicked me off yet? Usually it's an hour and a half and we're double that now. That's so weird. Maybe they feel bad for me. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's because the phone is full on memory. That maybe has something to do with it. Or it was full and I deleted some videos. Mikey says, I'm still on 8 milligrams. My psych will give me the Sublocade shot. That's awesome, dude. Are you going to do it? I thought there was some reason that you couldn't get the Sublocade shot, Mikey, if I recall. There was somebody that was saying they couldn't get it for... What was the reason? I don't know if that was you or not, Mikey. I'm just trying to figure out what the iPhone actually does to me as far as motivation goes and stuff. Dude, let me know how that works out for you. Like if you notice some different things about yourself. That's awesome, dude. I'm sitting here with freaking 3 iPhones right now. 1 looking at me and 2 in my hand. Probably getting fried out with 5G. Like I laugh, but it's probably seriously a thing. Like all these signals around me everywhere. Who knows what this stuff is doing to our bodies? Like there's got to be some kind of bounce back from being around cell phones all day. I mean, my phone sits in my bed at night on the charger, like 4 feet from me, 3 feet from me. That's probably not the best idea. Don't nobody say something about like cell phones give you cancer. You're gonna freak me out now. Even if it's true, don't say it. I'm paranoid like that. Something weird happened. My primary care provider gave me 80. What? Why did they give you that? They gave you 85 milligram Norcos? This is a long stream, bro. I'm out. I beat you, Marky. I'm just kidding, man. I love y'all ninjas. Peace. Marky, shout out to you for the egg white donations today and also for helping out in the chat. Thank you, brother. And I'll look forward to getting an update. If you can remind me if I forget to ask you next week how your digital detox is going. I'm interested in hearing about that. Thanks for all your help, man. Thanks for the donations. You're my man. Thank you very much. Have a good night too, brother. I'm about to wrap it up here in a minute, guys. My brain is going scramble mode. Anybody else have any last words? I think I've said this like 5 times now. I'm just going for you guys now that are chilling. But my voice is about done. Yeah, what Deb said, Mikey, are you asking a drug addict if you should get your RX? Laugh out loud. I would. Okay, so Mikey's in pain. So don't you have like chronic pain, Mikey? Yeah, but you're on subs. You know, I'll be honest. I've been in Mikey's position before, not like with chronic pain, and I've had Suboxone in my system, and I've taken a painkiller on top of that, and it actually worked, you guys. And I'm not saying that anybody should go try to do this, but I didn't go into precipitated withdrawals. Why? Because I already had Suboxone in my system. So what happened was I had the pain, right? I took the painkiller. It was like a Loratab 10, and the pain went away. Now I didn't feel any of the euphoric effects of the painkiller, but the pain did go away, and I didn't have any withdrawal issues. So what happens is, if you guys don't know, I'm sure most of you probably know, but if you're on painkillers and then you take Suboxone before you go into withdrawal, that's when you can get into problems with the Suboxone fighting your brain for the spot, basically, and the Suboxone will win, right? So if you got on painkillers and they haven't came out of your system, you try to take Suboxone, Suboxone's going to win that fight, right? And so your brain's going to be like, ah! Hopefully that's a good way of explaining it. Basically, the Suboxone, the buprenorphine, is stronger than opiates, and it will win that battle. So if you're ever not really sure if you can do one way or the other, like if you're on Suboxone, if you're on Sublocade, you can take kratom and you won't go into withdrawal. You're not going to get any of the emotional effects because the Sublocade or the Suboxone is holding you steady there, right? You're not going to get any euphoria from any of that, but you can take it if you're having like pain issues, and for whatever reason your Suboxone or Sublocade isn't taking care of the pain issues, which for some people it might work, for some people it might not. Like we see Mark in here saying that Suboxone takes care of his pain issues, but we see Mikey in here saying that he still has pain when he's on Suboxone. So that just goes back to what we were saying earlier, guys. Like everybody's scenario is different. There's this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Everybody's stuff looks different. I put it in the lockbox. Well, the good thing about what you got, Mikey, is that it's such a low dose that there's no way that you can get any euphoria. So don't let your brain try to trick you into thinking, hey, let me take a few of those. I can get high. It won't happen, dude. I promise you. As long as you keep Suboxone in your system, you could take that whole damn bottle, man, and you won't feel it, okay? Don't go doing that because that's a lot of ibuprofen that would be killing your liver if you did that. So I'm going to just tell you right now, dude, if you have any Suboxone in your system, guys, and you take painkillers, the Suboxone is going to block any high or euphoria that you would get from it, okay? So don't even think about trying it. If you're using it for what it's for, and if you have pain and you take a Loratab 5, then it will probably take away the pain. I'll just be honest with you guys. But some would say that you could just up your Suboxone dose, and that should take care of the pain, right? Because Suboxone, buprenorphine was originally created to be for pain. So Suboxone originally was made to be for pain, for people that suffer with chronic pain, right? So you should be getting some kind of relief from pain from your Suboxone. So you could either up your Suboxone dose, as Dr. Chris Park always says to do, or you could try what you're going to try, but just don't try it. Obviously, I don't think Mikey would try to get high off of Loratab 5s. It wouldn't work anyway, but it would just be a total waste if you did that. So don't let the little devil try to trick you. Just a side note, guys. One time back this was in my early recovery when I first found Suboxone, I had taken 1 milligram of Suboxone for the day, right? And I was like, oh, I want to get litty or whatever, right? Like I want to get high. So I got 150 milligrams of opiates, took them all at once. I think it was like 7 Roxy 30s, 5, 6, 7, something like that. It was always 5 or 6 or 7. Took them all at once, you guys. Guess what happened? I freaking puked my guts out, and I had 0 euphoria. I was puking my guts out, and I can remember like yesterday. I was looking in the mirror. I was like, "You dumb ass! You just flushed $150 down the toilet, and now you're sick for it." So, yeah, guys, as I mentioned just a minute ago, buprenorphine will win the war if you're trying to use them at the same time. So, looks like we're down to the last person, and it looks like this stream is about over, guys. So I'm going to respond to the last comment here. You guys are getting sick of looking at me. I took perks on subs before, but they didn't get me high. Yeah, like I just said, if you're on subs, ain't nobody getting high. Tough call, Mikey. Dang. Just put the kids to bed, and y'all are still here. Laugh out loud. Yeah, man, this was the longest one. This was by far the longest stream ever, and we need to wrap it up because my voice is out of order. Subs do help a lot. Do help my pain a lot. I'm not 100% pain-free, but I wasn't pain-free on painkillers. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Yeah, I mean, I guess we all just kind of have to find like what works best, right? What works best for us, and make do with what we've got. Mark says, Kevin, have a great rest of your night. You're appreciated. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I need to hop off here, guys. Like my tush is so sore here. Looks like we still have somehow, some way, we still have 5 people in here. So if you're watching this on the replay crew, help a brother out. Hit that like button. Drop me some comments. Leave me some questions if you have them. And you know I'll do my best. I've been really good at responding to all your comments lately. Shout out to all you people who have supported me financially on this channel recently. It means more than you guys know, and I look forward to bringing you guys more content in the future. Okay, so we will see you guys. Lo-Fi says good night. Yep, good night, Mark. Deb, thanks for all your help today. Oh, now the subs start. Now we start having more people come in. Sorry, guys. I've been dragging this shit out for a long time. So sorry if you're just coming in now. You've got a good 4-hour stream to go watch if you're bored. So hopefully YouTube accepts this video right now. If not, you guys might have to wait a day or two to see it. We'll see what happens, baby. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button so we can get to 2,000. We're like 4 subscribers away now, okay, guys? So we'll see you guys soon. Bye. I love y'all. Signing out.